It's time. I always have a problem wanting to transition over to the live scene from that new intro because that music is kind of awesome. It's not my creation. It's a freely sourced thing that I found, but it's absolute banger. Absolute banger. Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Don't know what time it is where you're at, but let's cover all of our damn bases, right? Oh, hello, Witch. Good to hear from you. Happy what is this today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Okay, so we're gonna have kind of a fun afternoon. Might not be able to give the love to this account fully. We're probably just gonna power through. Because here in about 40 minutes, Territory War is kicking off on my main account, and it looks like we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned massacre, or massacre, depending on how you want to say it. And so we're going to get over and join the slaughter. And then if we, so that'll be on the main account. And then if we need to wait for a wall to fall, we'll hop over, play Conquest, hop back and check, go back and forth. But we are predicting a full clear in a very, very short amount of time. All right, so that held fantastic. That held fantastic. 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 Everything's fantastic. Everything's fantastic. Do you know what else is fantastic? So I stream through Streamlabs. They've been great for me. Love it. But I've started using the Twitch dashboard website to kind of monitor everything. And I kept seeing this keyframes thing, and being an old man who doesn't really know a whole lot, didn't know what that meant, and more importantly, didn't know how to fix it. Turns out, people on Reddit figured out how to fix it a long time ago. So I leaned into their knowledge, and I got it fixed. So now everything seems like it's working a lot better. Like I'm looking at green bitrate up there on the top. It's just beautiful. 3 minutes till ads, folks. Just FYI, ads in 3, ads in 3. Okay. So that was good. That felt good to get that fixed. But so here we are. Not gonna unfortunately be able to play around too much. We're just gonna do the things we need to do and move on. So that is the plan. We will do our best to follow through with the plan. Also, I'm gonna have to pay attention to my main account on my iPad at some point as well, because we'll have some. I have my Fleet Arena payout coming, and we got a guy who, no matter how many times we punish him, still occasionally, randomly likes to try to screw with us. So, so I have to go and babysit that, which is basically when there's a certain amount of time left. I'll hop over and just launch a battle, and it won't take me long to win it, but just have to delay the winning part until as late as I can. That's all. Just have to delay the victory as long as possible to, you know what? Let's Empire this sumbitch right here. So, but I mean, we have we have a half an hour, more or less, a half an hour before I have to worry about that, and that'll only distract me for so long, and then I'll have to wait a few minutes for the boss to green light our assault. Who's going to be the biggest pain in the ass? Right now, the one I can see is Luke. So we're gonna unpain in the ass him. Wait. All right, they're open and exposed. Okay. Oh, it's too late, Leia. You should have been going after him from the beginning. It is too late. You're so worried about your dad, you don't see his best buddy robot. Oh, we had ads going. I apologize. Normally I call them out, but we had ads going. I missed it. Boo. All right. Do it quick. Okay. All right. So that's good. We jumped up a little more. I mean, it's not going to make a difference on our prizes, but it just gives us a little bit of padding back there. So the inevitable people that come along and try to move you around, you know, it's not going to be quite as bad. And whoo, baby, this is becoming a hyperdrive fest left and rice. Left and rice. Okay. So I think we are going to use... Where did it go? Come on. There was a home one. Come on, homie. There you are. Okay. I think we should be able to knock him down. And then we'll see... Actually, we can take a peek real quick. To see if we can pad to pad it more. If not, I might have to come back on my own time and see what's what later. But yeah, this is just hyperdrive bundle hell right here. Ooh, this guy. He's just like hiding under the radar. Probably he got up there and nobody bothered to take him down. Here's Patibor. That's a guy I can take out. I just got to get within range to do it. That is the trick. Okay. Well, let's get moving on this, though. Let's get moving on. You know, let's bounce him. Let's see. I liked that home one. Seemed like it could be pretty winnable, but I also kind of like, you know, they got the rebel ships, and yeah, guess what? Their crews are all pretty stacked, but they're kind of low everywhere else. So we might be able to cheese this a little bit. We'll see. The big thing that's going to make a difference is how fast is their capital ship compared to mine. I could have checked, but if it's If there's a difference, it's probably 1 or 2 points of speed. It's probably nothing crazy. Okay. Their Vader's pretty fast. I suspect our capital ships are probably identical, and I just lost like the coin toss there to determine who was going to get to go first in that. All right, Vader's gone, but they're bringing out Slave 1. Not a shock. Looks a little squishy. I'm going to counterpunch it with Y-Wing. Simply for... Oh, he didn't get the disruption, but he... when I can bring in my own... When I can bring in my own Slave 1 to get primed and set up, I want to be able to do so. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because that Sonic Mine could make all the difference in the world. Let's see what they got. TIE Fighter, okay. And there goes that. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm a happy kid. Let's just go ahead and bring out Slave 1. He should be able, when he'll take some hits probably, but he'll be able to retaliate. I'll just get that off the board. I think this is in the bag, baby. Ooh, that hit pretty hard. That pretty damn hard, not gonna lie. But not enough. It wasn't enough. Okay. So now we're going to look at jumping up again after, but we'll get into just hammering these dailies out, getting them done, getting them down, getting them gone. Redeem, what can we do here? What can we do here? Let's snag those. What do we got going over here? So I'm getting 4 million credits tomorrow from the advanced to whatever pack, whatever it's called. TIE Bomber Shards. Whenever you can grab TIE Bomber Shards, do it. They're very valuable, and trust me, it's better to spend this sort of currency on it than trying to do anything else. Okay, let's grab that because we need it. That should cover the daily for buying stuff from shipments. Just see if there's anything else I want real quick. Ooh, 10 Boba Shards. 10 Boba Shards goes a long way, and we'll look at the featured. Because, you know, you might not need these, but one day you will. And it's relatively inexpensive to buy all this stuff for the credits, and you can never have too much. Because worst case scenario, say you build up a stockpile of thousands of those. When the day comes when you're scrapping stuff for relics, that's the sort of stuff you scrap. So, yeah, so you want to have it. You want to have it. You want to have everything. I wish I could show you the scavengers. You can kind of see how it works, but that'll come. I think I need to, as soon as I get a relic, a G12 maybe or something, I think that unlocks. I'm not sure. It'll tell you. You must have one character must gain access to relic amplifiers. So yeah, once I G13 a character, once I relic a character, I can do the scavenger. This is one of the main sources. So that's going to be a while. Maybe I'll show you on the main account just so you kind of have a picture of what I'm talking about. But more or less, the way it works is you have certain gear pieces that... Have I never had access to this event before? Hey, Socks. Good afternoon, bud. How you doing? Is there another game update? I think it sounds like we're getting more visual overhauls. coming today or tomorrow with the new update, but people are going off in my guild's Discord because nobody's used to the ones they've already done, and now they're doing more. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, dude, yeah, no, I hear you. You know, this is going poorly. I'm just gonna do the first here. Um, yeah, this will be fine. Doing shoulder surgery. Ooh, I've never had my shoulder operated on, but yeah, there's no such thing as a there's no such thing as a casual surgery. The last operation I had was, oh God, how many years ago was it now? It was like the Christmas before COVID. I had I had to have my appendix out. You know, I'm in my late 30s at this point. I might have even, yeah, I was in my late 30s at this point, and I had to have my appendix out. And the doctor goes, I missed my speed record in removing your pen. Like, mine took like 90 seconds longer than what it would if it had been 90 seconds shorter. It would have broken his record. So I mean, three little tiny incisions. You know, nothing. It's not like I had this major like gash ripped open in me. But I was in rough shape for like 10 days. And yeah, pain meds make you tired, but you know what, man? Sleep's the absolute best thing. When I had my major surgery 10 years ago on my lung, um, that was what my surgeon told me. He goes, "Hey, look." He goes, "It might be 1 in the afternoon. You might start getting sleepy. Just go to sleep." He said, "Don't fight it. It's your body telling you it needs you to sleep so it can do something for healing. So just listen to your body." So listen to your body, bud. But I'm glad you're through the surgery, okay? Uh, and I hope you start feeling better soon. What got fixed, or what needed fixed, I guess? What's going on with Sparrow?
She just wants attention and just walking around.
Hi, Sparrow. She's never been on stream, but she also will murder me if I try to hold her. So,
She's already running.
well, yeah, but that's you, honey. My wife always forgets that, like, all of our critters are freaking. They're their moms. They love their mom. Like, and they love me too, but, like, I'm not their mom. They're like, yeah, 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 you're fine, but mom, dude, you're cool. We like you. You're awesome. But mom. I'm like, all right, I understand. I understand. I do. I don't take it personally. I mean, I try not to. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad you got that handled. Wow, these kind of suck. I'm not doing great at this. Good job, buddy. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, look. Look, more, we think you should have another credit card offers. Okay, so I can't, dude, am I not going to be able to, oh, maybe I should just hop back here and hit sim instead of trying to be a superstar. Superstar smart guy. Here we go. Bone spur and arthritis. Oh, was that from, did you have like a sports injury that caused that, or how did that happen? Because my old job, we had to cut up this animal material that we processed, and it had a very specialized piece of equipment. But like the way it worked is, we'd clean the animal product, and then we would put it into bags and flatten it out as flat as possible, and then freeze it for a couple of days because it had to be frozen to go through the slicer. But then to get it to go through the slicer, you had to break the frozen flat parts apart, which means we had this table that we lift up these, say, oh wait, I can use kilograms because that means something to folks in Europe. 18 and a half kilogram flat discs, basically, of, and they were, that thick. Of animal tissue, and we'd have to smash them, and then we'd have to take a hammer and just beat them apart until they were all separated. Well, years of doing that just destroyed my shoulder. Oh, nice. Good. I mean, bad that it happened, but good that it's being handled by somebody that's not you. I really probably should have gone and had my shoulder looked at when I was still working for my old employer, but, I didn't. It is what it is. Yeah, I was technically, like, even though my job was science-based, I was considered a manufacturing technician for that when I was in that department, because that department wasn't always running. Like, we'd have shutdowns for weeks or months at a time on occasion, just depending on the need of our client. But yeah, dude, human body is strong and fragile at the same time. It can take a lot of abuse, and then sometimes the smallest little thing can just absolutely just wreck you. Now, luckily, over time, after not doing that job for a while, my shoulder has started feeling better. It just aches a little bit from time to time. Okay, so where are we at for? Oh, free energy. I almost didn't claim the free energy. Light side, hard, dark, cantina. Fleet, ship enhancement. Okay. Look at all the energy. I don't even have to spend crystals. Yeah, no, I do need to spend. I need to spend a little bit of crystals to get the 600 for the. All right. You got me by the short and curlies. I have to spend. Okay. Yeah, I need to get in here and start doing more of these. I need to get to the speed. I need to get to the speed nodes is what I need to do. So, but that's another day. That's not today. We're gonna be we're gonna be heading to the main account here very, 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 very soon. We're not, unfortunately, just not gonna be able to do much extra on here today because we're gonna have a Yabadoo time. Oh, okay. So, I can lower the amount because there's a 7-star TIE pilot, but I still need these. So we're not gonna go crazy on that going forward, but we're still gonna hit it pretty hard till we get that 7-star TIE fighter. And ooh, should we? Is this gonna do it? No. Why would it? Thanks, game. Nope. We'll do it tomorrow. God. It's double drop capable, so it's accelerated. This game just blood pressure spiking. All right, I'm calm. I'm calm-ish. Yeah. The speed mods are legit the most important. So, I can only imagine it's a much more difficult node. Wait a minute, Gideon is on another node, isn't he? I can finish him off there probably. Where are you, Gideon? You're not escaping my 7 stars. Not today. Well, watch now. I won't get any drops off of this one either. Here we go. 2. All right. You get to be 6-star for one more day, buddy. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's always that way. Hey, Ashley. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, it's always... Like, it could have taken me to 99 and then not given me anything like the TIE Fighter pilot did, because it either gives you way more than you need or it gives you one less than you need exactly every day. Happens on every single account that I've played this game on, where no matter what, you will never ever hit the perfect amount. I'm glad you're back, man. I'm glad you're back. We're gonna have a pretty fun time today. Uh, we have got a absolute massacre on deck over on my main account for Territory Wars. So we're gonna head over there as soon as the war kicks off here in about 20 minutes, and just have a slaughter. Just throwing counters and playing around with the new datacrons and doing all sorts of good stuff. So should be fun. Should be fun. And then when we're waiting on a wall to fall to get to more counters, I'll be doing Conquest. So that'll be less exciting. But the chances of us losing this TW are approximately 0. So my guild leader is completely fine with me streaming. It's only when things are it's only when things look a little shaky that they tend to put limits, but this one is not a shaky one. Okay, so we might as well get this upgrade done because that'll help. 4 stars. Let's just round you off to 50. Okay, those 2 are done, and now I think we need to do fleet battles. And then we'll hop back into the fleet arena shard and see if we can jump up 1 more tick to just give us a little extra padding. And hopefully stay in the crystal thing. Because, I mean, we do have some control. Like, I could come back and sit on it when I'm closer to my payout. But this account's payout hits right around the time that I'm sitting down to eat dinner. So it's just not convenient for me to be over on the computer here doing that. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, that'll do it. And no chance at a level today, so we will just there we go. And we'll sit on the mod engine. You know, we do have a few minutes here. Okay, where was that one guy that was kind of like going gray man, hiding under the radar? Is he out of range? Is it just not possible? Oh, hold on. Yes, 100%. Let's see what we're looking at here, and then I'll add you. What the hell is happening here? There we go. Just take me to the home screen. Take me to the thank you, and I'll send you a friend request also. Allies. There we go. All right. Ooh, number 53. Invite. Did you find a guild? Wait, was that you? Who was looking for a guild? Was it Poppy that was looking for a guild? We had somebody looking for a guild. But I haven't heard back from them, I don't think. But I mean, you're also going to need a guild. I think we have space. But let's take a look at. I like your team, first and foremost. Like your squad arena team here. Personally, I know he's higher geared. You okay? Well, there you go. Guild invite. I cannot. Yeah, let's go manage a guild member real quick. Who are we looking at? Raid tickets 0000. We're gonna look at activity. Let's filter by last activity. If I've got somebody that hasn't been active for more than... Oh, yeah, look at all these slackers. 12, 15, 16, 17, 23 days. Guess what, Mola Liza? You gone. And guess what? You gone. You are dead weight. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Get the fuck out of here. This is probably the reason I'm not a guild leader in other places, because this is how I would be. I would just be like, "Oh, you are a fuck up. You're out of here." And, you know, no diplomacy. I would just kick people. There we go. Guild invite. Boom. You got a home, my friend. You got a home. All right. So, let me look at your Gideon here real quick. As soon as you're able, you want to replace... Tarkin's not bad. And I know he's your highest gear person, but Vader or Gideon are going to be better leads. I mean, that's a lot of offense. I know it's not as much speed, but Tarkin's not the ideal leader. But let's take a peek at your roster as a whole now. You got a Geo right there up and coming. You got some others, 4 stars down there. Sun Fac. You are definitely on your way for Geos. You've got a solid Empire team. You've got good Rebels. You've got some bounty hunters. Boba, there's Cad. What time is it? I have to watch my fleetering on my main account here in a minute. Yeah, I mean, you're on your way, Night Trooper. He's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, until you get more Imperial Remnant, he doesn't really have a team. You could potentially throw him with your Empire if you wanted to, and see how he feels, because he hits really hard. And then your ships are in progress. You're on your way. You're on your way. You look fine. You look fine. Yeah, big thing. Once you accept this guild invite, just do your best to get as many tickets as you can for the raid. So that means just try to get the 600 if possible, suspending this energy, and then you can check yourself. You can check yourself up here to see if you got your 600. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Oh, I was gonna do I'm gonna be doing fleet arena battles on 2 different accounts on 2 different devices. No problem, no problem. I mean, it's a starter account. You know, you're starting out. You have limited paths available to you anyways. I guess the big piece of advice I would offer, just kind of looking at your account, is focus your farms and then use your leftover energy on other stuff. But like, try to focus what you're doing. Ads are about to start here in 2.5 minutes. Try to focus your farms on teams. So like, you've got Empire started. So if keep farming Empire, and don't do something random like Jawas. Like, focus on your Empire, focus on a Rebel team, focus on a Jedi team. Luckily, like, Rebels and Jedi have a lot of crossover. Focus on, and Sith and Empire have a lot of crossover, but don't do random farms. Do like focused team farms. That's the best piece of advice I can offer you. Yeah, we all saw that coming. This is one of those occasions where being faster isn't necessarily better. Okay. Again, I'm trying to play 2 accounts on 2 devices simultaneously. Now, luckily, this battle's pretty much under control. I could probably put it on auto and be just fine. Boom. Okay. Well, now we're just going to focus on the one thing, and while we're doing that, I will 36. I'll take. You was kicked out of 2 kills today. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, no problem. No problem at all. The invite will be there, and if it goes away for whatever reason, we'll just send you a new one. Right now we just do the pit, just like the basic level ranker raid. Okay, we're gonna hide that transition. Sorry, again, 2 accounts, 2 devices. Yeah, let's kill you. I have actually only ever gotten to attack once for that raid because they kill it pretty fast. So, you know, if I don't get lucky and catch it, I don't get lucky and catch it, you know. But the rewards are there. The rewards are there no matter what, so. Yes, close blue stacks. Okay. It'll just be 1 minute and I can fire up the main account again. Dude, just get as close. I mean, you saw how much dead weight I kicked out, and I didn't even kick out all of it. You know, oh, the main account's fired up already. I just need to hit reload. Sweet. Okay, so we'll be good. I just can't do anything until I'm done with this fleet battle on my main account. And that'll be here in about 35 seconds. And boom, there it is. All right, that's done. Victory achieved. Victory is ours. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's Galactic War. I ended up full clearing it yesterday, and it kind of annoys me that I my feeling on it is if you can full clear it, when you full clear it the first time, it should just be unlocked for sim. Instead, you have to full clear it one time and hit level 85. The rewards, once you hit level 85 and you just keep advancing in your power, the rewards from Galactic War just get progressively more and more meaningless. They would be a massive benefit to a starting account, to a new player, to be able to sim the whole thing every day. Would just be a lot of currency. It'd be shards. It would be crystals. It's awesome. But they don't let that happen, and it's stupid. Yeah, you put Vader or Moff Gideon as leader. Tarkin is fine. He's not a horrible leader, but when you have those two available, he's just not the best choice. Of course, I also forgot to look at, like what level of lead you had with Tarkin. So maybe he is the best choice for now, but he a little more gear on either of those other two characters, and he won't be for very long. So, okay, let's get this fired up, shall we? All right, main account, reload. So we were talking yesterday about. I was kind of surprised we didn't get an announcement, and then I think it was 20 minutes after I went offline, we had an announcement and kit reveal for Morgan Elsbeth. So that's the lingering effect of my lung surgery right there. Is I will forever have scar tissue on my left lung, and I cough all the time, which was amazing during COVID because I cough a lot anyways, and people were like, people who knew me weren't freaked out, but like random people would see me coughing and just be like, and it's like, I have a bad lung. I don't have COVID. I wouldn't be out in public if I had COVID. My wife's a nurse, for fuck's sake. Also, like, because I have a bad lung, I'm considered high risk. So, like, pull your head out of your ass, people. Pull your head out of your ass. Okay. So, we are... Territory War just kicked off. 23 minutes, 59 seconds, or 23 hours, 58 minutes left now. Sorry, I can't read. Well, I can read. I just don't always know what it means. Here in a moment, we should get the thumbs up from the guild leaders. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's a lot of SLKR crowns. They just like to look at things before they give us the thumbs up. Only thing I'm not going to do, or only thing I'm not going to be able to do or willing to do is show you, like, I can show you the walls that they can see defensive-wise. So, like, I could click into here and let you guys see what's what, but I'm not going to just yet. I will not show you any of this. So none of this stuff will be shown, but any of the stuff that they can see, you guys can see. But yeah, this stuff will not be shown. And then any, like, potentially sneaky counters, you know what I mean? Like, under the radar, non-meta counters that we use, I might not be able to show, but I'm not seeing any of those right away. I have not seen this many Revan-led teams on defense in, I mean, it's been about 2 years, probably. No lie. No lie. Wow. Sammy's doing good. He had a good day at school, came home happy as can be, and in America, maybe worldwide, but it's Amazon Prime days right now, so like there's a bunch of sales, and his birthday's here in 3 weeks, and we've just been buying him stuff left and right today. So yeah, only child, only grandchild. He's spoiled. He's very, very spoiled. Um, all right, come on, guys. Sometimes my guild will take 20 minutes to be like attack. When in this case, it should just be like, you guys know what to do. Just go and kill. But I'm gonna be a good boy. Oh wait, hang on. Eh. Come on, guys. It was not the. It was not the. Yeah, he's a good kid, and you know, I mean, he deserves it. Um, he's the best kid in his class, you know, and like he's more disabled than a lot of other kids are, and he behaves the best, he cleans up the best, he always does good with his schoolwork. Um, he's just he's just awesome at doing the things that he's supposed to do. Okay, well here's what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting. I'm just hopefully gonna go and get to sit on the team I want to kill first. I'm gonna check this other one real quick. I saw multiple. Okay, that one's got Maul. That one's got Maul. So maybe Maul, but no Datacron. So I'm just gonna click in here and get staged, and they're gonna see that I disobeyed the order, but they'll be okay with it. They'll be fine with it. Now, the real question is, what do I want to use for Datacron? We got some new ones available to us. Repost won't do much good because these guys don't have any protection anyways. What do we got here? Speed up for 2 turns would not be horrible. I love how everybody's highlighted. Like all the dark side people are highlighted when it should just be Bosk. People are going to get mad. People are going to be like, but they were highlighted. Why didn't they revive? Well, because they weren't tanks. I think this one will be the best. Him getting more speed up should just be awesome. Yeah, I mean, we didn't buy him anything major. You know, like I got to make sure he's out of earshot. Like I bought him. He loves Toy Story. So I bought him like a Buzz Lightyear thing that talks and lights up, and we discovered there's these, like you can get this little aquarium that has like never gets wet sand, so like the sand will sit at the bottom, but it doesn't absorb the water, and so if you reach in and pull it out, your handle will be wet, but the sand won't be. But it's made to take these little water-powered robots that you put in there, and you have like a fake aquarium. You have a robot aquarium. So we got him a bunch of those for a bathtub toy right now, like so he can watch the little guys swim around while he's taking a bath. But then we're going to get him the aquarium too. And my wife got him like a assembly kit, I don't know exactly. I've never heard of the brand before, but it's like a click connect sort of thing. You can like build ramps for your cars or make a fort or, you know, whatever your imagination brings to you. So I think we'll go with this one. Now, although that Thrawn does make me a little nervous, but still waiting. Still waiting. Wait. Hold on. Come on, people. Come on, people. Okay. It's like Tom Petty said, the waiting's the hardest part. Hey, no, my cat is trying to climb over my monitors right now. Bucky. Bucky, you can come over here, dude. Right here. You see my hand? Come on. Come on, Bucky. Bucky. Bucky, 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 Bucky. Come on. There, you kind of... This cat, hang on. Dude, you're gonna... Come here. All right. So, if you're not familiar, this is Bucky. He's my cat. I feel like all I need is an evil plan and a British secret agent coming after me, and I'd be ready to take over the world. But he's my cat. He's a very good boy. He's not very smart, but a good kid. Aren't you, buddy? Yeah, that's a microphone. Yeah. Hi. Hi, buddy. He also sheds like nothing else I've ever seen in my life. So, we'll hold him until he's tired of being held, or until I need my hands. Hi, buddy. Hey, Craig. It's going good. How you doing? It's good to see ya. Just waiting for my guild to say we can start killing shit. In territory war. And trying to keep my cat from climbing over my computer monitors. That's what I've got going on right now. What are you hearing back there? Are you hearing Sam bang around on stuff? Do you need to go check it out? No? Yes? No? Hi, buddy. Yes, hello, hi. Do you need to go? Okay, go ahead. Go on, go scope it out. Oh, my Jeep. I could make a... All right, later. I heard somebody say that there's a that there's an update, and that they did more visual changes to characters, but I haven't seen anything yet, and it didn't force me to download anything. Dude, seriously, the amount of fur that cat just left on me, I could knit a small sweater. I don't know why they're taking so long. I did have to restart on this one. I left it open last night and was playing on my iPad earlier, and yeah, I didn't get it. But yeah, maybe a full shutdown, or maybe I have to go into like the EA app and get the update there. I'm not sure. I just hope it. Now I'm kind of nervous, because what if I hit start on that battle and it forces me to reset, and then I'm gonna lose my team. Yeah, now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Let's do a repair. Repair complete. We'll see. Yeah, I got all in my head right there. Oh, well, I mean, it is downloading some stuff. And now his fur is all over my mic cover. Oh, man. That darn freaking cat. Okay, yeah, it's downloading quite a bit of stuff here. What the whole color, the UI color is different now. Okay. Yeah, I mean that like this part definitely seems to look a little different. Yeah, every time I'm going into something, it's okay. There's the instructions. All right. Well, we're free to engage, assuming this. Thank you. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at this. This is cool. Cool. Check the store. What am I looking at here? Oh, the store have a different look now. Okay. Watch, I'm gonna get in there now, and then the that Lord Vader team I'd been sitting on. Left one. Shipments. Got it. Okay. It's I need to do it anyways. It all needs to load. It'll be fine. Those Lord Vader teams are gonna get taken out now, and I'm not gonna get to use my Scion of Failure to have any fun. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Whoa. I mean, wow. That is it's very green. It's very, very green. That's very green. Maybe unnecessarily so. That's very green. Super green. Okay. Hopefully that Lord Vader's still there. Oh, God. Oh, Relic 9, no ultimate. Oh, never mind. And no Maul either. That is so that's so gonna be food for yeah, these colors are nuts. That's so gonna be chow for Bo-Katan Mandalore. It's not even funny. This seems different too with the down arrow. And that took a second to load. I mean, he's probably using whatever he has available. Um, the Maul and the Thrawn are the only thing that kind of concern me. Um, part of me that would be like, hey, maybe bring in Bam, but I think we'll be okay. And if we're not, we're not. But I should get something killed. This has been a hard counter for Lord Vader for a while now. No, unfortunate, but not unexpected. That's where Bam comes in handy. And look at him just counterattacking his way through the whole freaking team. So close. So close. to him not getting that ult off, but we got it done. We'll take it every day of the week, twice on Sundays. Let's move on. Approved counters. Okay. We try to stick to a list of like, hey, you're free to use blah blah blah, etc. That does not have Maul, so I feel very, very safe doing this. And those are all dark side buffs, unfortunately. So we're just going to go ahead and go with we got some armor pens somewhere, don't we? Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Everybody's dazed, so we can't do a mass swarm, but we'll shred his armor and debuff everybody. Yeah, just to keep you safe, buddy. Just to keep you safe. All right. Let's just get Emperor's Trap off the board. Oh God, I had forgotten about that. See, he's got this. So he's got this protection up, damage over time thing. Funny story. I'm not going to be able to do it because, you know, I've used my main bounty hunter contingent already, so it's just not possible. But OG Boba Fett. If you bring him in, team of bounty hunters, you know, make sure Bosk is there to taunt, maybe have Bam. But you let him build these stacks up. Once he gets to like 60, 70, 69's the preferred number. Use that execution, that wrist rocket, one-shots this fool. One-shots that clown. So like you see, he's got 38 stacks, which I dispel. But with Boba Fett, you let those stacks build up. He gets bonus damage for every buff with that rocket. So but we have so many dispels on this team that it's just not going to it's not going to make a huge difference for him, especially with that shred in his armor and everything else. Everybody's dazed. Let's keep you healed up, buddy. We need to keep him safe. Ooh, we're kind of running out of time here. This is actually slowing us down a little bit. Let's there we go. We finally got a mass swarm off on him. There it is. I mean, I also wasn't like hustling. Wampa. Okay. Uh, wow. Okay. I don't even think you need Boba Fett, Cyan, and Django on this team to take it out. Fennec lead would just smack somebody. Grabbed it. Somebody in my guild is like, ooh, we got us a goodie. We got us a goodie, and as you can see, yep. Oh, good old Basti. He's one of our guild leaders. He's awesome, knowledgeable, fun guy. He knows a good time when he sees it. That's for damn sure. All right, so SLKR, Jedi Master Luke. What are you rocking here? Okay. Kind of interesting that they've got the Omicron on Phasma, because I thought that only affected. I only thought that affected her as a lead and not overall. But can I drag? Yes, I can drag. Some things in the PC client let you drag, and other things just freak it the f out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this only affects when she's in the lead slot. Ooh. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Kits require reading from time to time, folks. I mean, just wanna float that out there. Sometimes you have to read the kits. And that's all I'm gonna say on that topic. Every now and again, a little bit of reading goes a long way. And what do we want to do here? I'm really looking forward to trying him out under Gideon in Territory Wars. Really excited about that because I think he's going to hit like an absolute truck, just an absolute wrecking machine. I hope, or he'll be disappointing. It'll go either way. It'll go either way. All right, throw it on auto. Well, and not only do they actually need to fix the General Grievous being unkillable, they're also supposed to give us bonus events to make up for all the times that he's been unkillable. Because, yeah, this is a little out of hand. Okay, so let's see. I could, in theory, kill 2 Jabbas if I wanted to. I mean, he's just throwing datacrons on characters. Like, I know it's a lot of armor penetration, but, like, yeah, we're just gonna wreck this one real quick. And who do we want to use? Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and use Kenobi. And we want... There you are. And you know what? We're not mirror matching. So little baby Tano here will be just fine. There we go. Yeah, all the colors are definitely popping everywhere, like up here and down here. Like some, like these aren't popping so much, but like Kenobis and cats seem to like have a little more just like to them, you know, a little a little ah. I just want to get rid of him. Whoa, okay. Okay, so I'm not going to lose on purpose to demonstrate this to you, but CG has made an absolute epic improvement with this update they just put out. I'm gonna hold my phone up to the camera so you can see what we're looking at in Discord right now. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, I know there's some glare on it because of the sun. I can go and shut my curtains, but what you're looking at is a submission from one of my guildmates who lost a battle. Do you see what it says right there? It says submit or don't. You no longer have to airplane mode, at least in Territory War. They have made it to where you can choose to throw out battles. That is beyond massive. Hang on, let me go and shut my blinds to try to get the glare knocked down a little bit so you can maybe see it better. I'll be right back. Hey, honey. Oh, you're brewing coffee, aren't you? Thank you so much. I'm gone for 10 seconds and they kill Jabba? Good job. Good job. So, yeah, here, let me pull this back up. I'll enlarge it. So, you have the option to forfeit or submit. So, that is the, honest to God, one of the biggest quality of life changes and one of the best ones that I've ever seen them do. Fantastic. So give kudos to CG. They deserve a round of applause for doing something right. Now the fun part begins. What did they break? What got broken in the process of them making something better? I mean, hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay, so I've taken out pretty much one of every kind of team on this wall. I feel like I've done my contribution for the north. Let's head down south. Apparently troopers are still absolutely wrecking Darth Revan-led Sith Empire teams, which kind of shock of the century. There's more than one of those here. So yeah, I don't know. I've never been great, and I'm probably not going to do it because I think it requires some Gideon, and I don't want to take my Gideon away from Dark Trooper Gideon. So I'm gonna forgo that one. But yeah, apparently trooper counters on this setup is a thing. Is an absolute thing. So yeah, I should start a pool to see to see what's been broken. Like let people take a guess and maybe give out a little prize if someone gets close. Because you know, we know these people. CG can't make anything better without breaking something in the process. So, okay. So more or less, I just have to pick whatever team I want to shred and then get to shredding it. I kind of want to kill that too, but I wonder if they'd get mad if I used my watt for that. Actually, my watt might even be on defense. I put like 11 or 12 teams down every territory war. I don't remember most of what I don't have. Let's go back to map. Okay. Yeah, and I hate that you can't click in and just like X out of that menu. The new free to play is doing really, really well. We streamed that a little bit before we came to here. We are at level 75. We're consistently getting crystals in Fleet Arena, even though it's just full of hyperdrive bundles. I got made an officer in the guild. So, like, I kicked a bunch of people out that hadn't been active for 20 days to make room for more people. You know, it's going well. It's going really well. I think I'm going to go for Jabba first and foremost. I think he's going to be my target. But I'm trying to... Right now, my main focus is I just unlocked Thrawn at 5 stars, so I want to get him and Yoda and R2 and all those guys, the 7-star unlocks, and work on Chimera. And once that's done, then I'm going to go kind of alls out, balls out for Jabba. And then from Jabba, I'll either go Jedi Master Luke or Princess Leia. I haven't decided yet. And then from JML... And I'll work on Executor a little bit on the side too. I don't think Executor's going to be nearly as hard to get as it used to be. But then I'll be working on like Profundity unlocks while I'm doing stuff for Leia and JML. So, I mean, we're obviously talking way, way, way down the road, but that's the plan. But it's going well. I'm having fun with it, and yeah, the leveling is definitely not the thing that it used to be. You are slow. You are slow revenue. See, I wish they wouldn't kick you back to the top. I wish it just would kick you back to where you were looking. See, because my guild, and I think a lot of other guilds probably do this too, but we set it up to where everything's blocked off so they can track attempts. Okay. I really hope I get to use Dark Trooper Gideon on something. So yeah, spoiler alert, he's not on defense, guys, but that's not ruining much anything. Yeah, the free-to-play, the new player experience is going really, really well. And the other side to how well it's going for me is I've also found myself in a really good position to help a lot of new players out. Like one of the intents I had for that account was I wanted it to be available as a resource for new people. And so far it's been going fantastic. Like I've been able to help guide multiple new people since I've started the account. Dude, this... Oh no, I'm sitting down. Yeah, double tank is fine, but simultaneously, it's also kind of not. Because you want people hitting your Malik. So he'll life drain them. Like you don't want him not being a target and having another tank that I can pivot to. And now he's gone. And he's just dead. Not any good to anybody, dead. And there goes Revan, and it's full auto time from here, people. HK, I'm sorry, buddy. I love HK. I hate to see him die. It's good to see him being used, though. That's not very common. It's good to see him, but yeah, not the best setups, unfortunately for them. Play, thank you. Okay, good God. I'm trying to do one simple button push here, and like I keep getting notifications, and okay. Oh, that's this is a team to be taken seriously. I know the Bane rule of two thing isn't applying, but this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Hopefully whoever decides to tackle this, which, I mean, I kind of want to tackle it, but yeah, this isn't going to be a joke. That Bane can cause a lot of problems for whoever decides to go after that. I'm kind of tempted to throw my Sith Eternal at it with Watt, but yeah, with that Bane, like if he's just left unchecked and he can just drain and clear buffs and whatnot, that can definitely be a problem. That could definitely be a problem. Shucks, folks. We might be out of counters. Well, counters that I want to use right now. With the old Datacrons, the ones that just expired, like we would have thrown something heavy at this to take care of it, but now they didn't capture this in what they want us to use counter-wise. So I'm kind of curious what they're going to want us to throw at it, but maybe they're anticipating a wall of those, and that's why. I mean, this isn't the most amazing setup. It doesn't have any of like the cheesy like Cal Kestises and stuff like that in there to screw things up. So like a person with a really good 501st could handle this. They just really have to know what they're doing. Which in my guild, we're lucky. There are a lot of people who really know what they're doing. So here, we'll take a look at what they got going on over here. So this is our... that is not worth a preload, mi amigo. Getting an IG out, that is not worth that team full ramped up. It's just not. But hey, that's to our benefit. But yeah. So, I mean, we got some things. Here's my contribution to the cause. Since we don't have Stapcron anymore, I rolled a Gamorrean guard cart. So, you know, he's going to be tough and he'll revive and decent amount of defense. Almost 69%. That close. That close. Okay, so that's what we got going on this wall, which is the only one they've hit. I don't even know if they've even tried, but, I mean, we're kind of playing dirty. Full Revacrons for the most part, you know, and then random JMK smattered here and there. I think probably a Gungan team or two here. They can see it, no harm in you guys seeing it. So yeah, okay. Well, we will keep an eye on Discord for this wall is probably going to be down within 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll go hit some Conquest while we're waiting for event. What event? What event? Do I have an event? No, complete. Yeah, I really like it. These colors are really nice. I'm hoping. I am really hoping I'm going to get my invite to the PC client with the new account. Because, BlueStacks kind of sucks. Yeah, these are... I kind of want to turn the brightness down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the colors are great. It looked 11 battles, and I got 1. Well, I can see they haven't done anything about drop rates. And why should they? Yeah. Sorry, this isn't Conquest, but I wanted to spend this energy before it maxed out. There's a lot of Reva. If you're gonna go Reva, you go all the way. There's no middle Revas involved or allowed. Not in our guild. You simmed 15 times for Phalanx and got 1 shard. Oh, F that noise, man. F that. That is just not... Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that we need a 1-for-1, although that would be fantastic. But what I might be saying is that they need to at least be like a 2-for-1. If you're spending, say it's a 10 energy node, you spend 20 energy, you should get 1 shard. That's how it should be. There should not be this, maybe you will get a return on investment, maybe you won't shit. Okay, so I need to work on a feat. So we're just going to manually farm this node for a couple battles. Just to hopefully either get the feat done or make enough progress that... yeah, no, that would be a fantastic idea. What's the... there's a word for that. There's a term in video games that's escaping me at the moment. There is a term for that. Like, I know they use it in Destiny. They have, like, it's like bad luck protection, basically. So, like, if you're farming... Like, if you're farming a Nightfall you want the Nightfall drop for that week and you don't get it, the more runs you do, the higher the odds of that thing dropping until finally, in theory, you should get it. Again, I say in theory, you should. But, yeah, they should do something because the lack of return on investment is kind of a problem. And honestly, I think it might be one of the things that turns people off to the game in the long run. Like if you're working your ass off anyways in this game to try to get somewhere, and your energy that you wait all day to recharge and you stockpile with the bonuses or you spend your crystals on gets you nothing in return. Yeah. No, BlueStacks on a computer is definitely better than a phone. I mean, like my monitors, I think are 24-inch or something like that. My iPhone ain't 24-inch. My iPad ain't 24-inch. I just wish BlueStacks performed better. That's all. That's my only complaint. So we want to go with somebody that's not going to do crazy amounts of damage, but has a lot of abilities. To try to get his Omi in play to get the evasion downs, because they click whenever somebody does a special move. Whenever one of the allies does a special move, R2, sure, why not? It'll put a stack of evasion downs. We just want to try to maximize that as much as we can. So, like, here we go. Evasion down, but everybody also assists. And then he will not put it out. He gives the buffs. The other team members give the debuffs. So for him, I'm just going to do basic so he doesn't slaughter everybody. Because he will slaughter everybody. So there, all those debuffs just got sent over. But of course, everybody assists. This is the one problem. Yeah, I admit I wailed pretty hard for these two, but reading the interaction, I know she's not worthless without these two guys, but with the raid coming and everything else, I was like, you know what? This is, if there's one thing that's going to be worth it, it's probably going to be them. And in the raid, they're fantastic. The bulk of my points is coming from those three. But the problem is we're now kind of finding ourselves in a very new character heavy time right now, because we got Morgan Elsbeth coming day after tomorrow. That's fine. She is a requirement for Balin Skull. They did not say that she's a requirement for Ahsoka, so I'm thinking Balin Skull is probably going to be one. But are they? And I think they said Grand Admiral Thrawn, OG Grand Admiral Thrawn at 7-star or 7 Relic 7 is going to be required, and the new Night Mothers I think are going to be required. But it's like, so we need marquee characters for a guide event, for Legendary Journey or Epic Confrontation, whatever the hell they're called, and we're going to need marquees for Ahsoka. This is a very, very new character heavy time in the game. It's very expensive. Very, very expensive. I have one more Gungan to finish, and then of course, now I'm going to unlock Morgan. I don't think I'm going to do anything with her other than 7-star her the slow way. Like, I'll get enough in the 6-star to where doing the event for free will, doing the bonus tiers or whatever will let me get the 7-star unlock. But until I get Jar Jar, I can't really throw a lot at a lot. Like, I need to prioritize Jar Jar for the raid. And Ahsoka comes second. But once Jar Jar is done, hopefully I can just take a break. And I would really love it for them to say when this Balin Skull event's coming, so I can kind of budget my time, because I still need R9 Baby Tano. Snips. I need R9 Snips. And then once I have her R9'd, the first 4... No, Jar Jar is not required for the raid, but for, like, if you have them all at, like, R9, you take him in there with the rest of the team, and you more or less can put it on auto and get a full score. Plus, the team is an absolute nightmare in GAC. So it's worth having Jar Jar, because it's you either go for Jar Jar or you don't. I mean, those are your choices. And if you're not going to go, the raid benefits definitely help. It's nice having multiple uses for a team. So, yeah, it's one of those things, like, if you're not going to go for Jar Jar, there's no point really going for the Gungans, because, I mean, without him, he's not the complete team. So you either, for me, it was either ignore them or go all in, and I chose to go all in. How are we doing on this feat? 8 more. Okay, so probably 2 more battles. I need to get who is it, Bombardier. I need to get him a couple more pieces of gear, and then R5 him, and then I'm done with the event requirements. So I figure, since the event's not for 3 more weeks, and then it's running for a week, I should have plenty of time. Like, I'm not super concerned. And we'll be getting a lot of rewards. Conquest will be ending next Monday, so in less than a week, Conquest will be done. We'll be getting all those rewards. GAC starting up again. Yeah, and there'll definitely be. I mean, yeah, you'll have more raids for sure to buy the gear. But yeah, it's a very pricey time right now in Galaxy Heroes, and I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. Good, good Hippo. Good, good, good. That's fantastic. Um, 16 experience off of level. Ooh, 16. Whew. Yeah, dude, your guild. Here, since we're chatting, we're kind of being slow, waiting for a wall to crumble. Because once this next wall is open and we can hopefully hammer it down real fast, then we're into mid, then we're into fleets, and then it's just we're off to the races at that point. But since we're just chit chatting, your guild really truly can make or break your account. There's nothing wrong with loyalty to a guild, but there will probably come. In fact, I expect loyalty to your guild. If you're going to join a guild, be loyal to them. They're giving you a home. They're giving you opportunities to do things that you frankly cannot do solo. You can be like, oh, I'll start my own guild. Guess what? Nobody will join it. You know how many guilds there are in the game? Oh, ads. We got ads, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, we've known that raid was coming for months. They sold a pack of 5 Jedi that would have gotten you a decent score at the very minimum, you know? Separatists at a very minimum, you know, like, which you should have to some level. Even if you have nothing but G12 Separatist droids, you have a team. You know, if you have Sith Eternal, you've got Maul and Sidious. Like, there was a lot you could do to get ready for the raid. And we had time. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. That's the bottom line, is we knew this raid was coming. Oh, just kill everybody. Why don't you, Padme? You show off. Ad breaks over in 30, so if you're missing this, you're missing this. But yeah, your guild can make or break you. Join a guild, be loyal to it. But if your guild is here and you start nearby here, if you get to here and maintain, fantastic. But if you start going up like this, it's time to look for a new home. I hate to say that. I know it's a hard thing. My guilds are, I'm not going to say we're friends or family or whatever, but we're a pretty tight group. We joke with each other. We have fun. We don't know each other. Not really, but we're on a team. Your guild is your team. And, you know, that means everybody, when you're on a team, everybody needs to be trying to pull the rope in the same direction as much as possible. You know, you're always going to have top performers. You're always going to have bottom performers. That's in everything in life. You're always going to have people who exceed the expectation. You're always going to have people that fall below the expectation. And then the bulk of people will fall into the middle, where most people are doing just fine. They might have a little room for improvement, but they're doing just fine. But the second that starts to skew to where more people are going towards the bottom of that bell curve, it's time to move on. If you care about the growth of your account, because it can absolutely shut you down. But if you don't care, play the game you want. But if you want to grow and you want to advance and you want to have bigger and better opportunities, eventually you might have to look for a new guild. And that's tough. I've done it 3 times now, where I've left a guild that I put work into to help build. You know, you put in work to help build a guild. I get it. I absolutely get it. I've been there. I helped grow a guild from nothing to hundreds of million GP. But I had to move on because it was just time. And when that choice hits you, and it will, you know, it's okay to think about the good of your account, especially if you're not getting what you need out of your guild. Just find a new one. I mean, it's tough. It also doesn't have to be a negative thing where you're like, fuck you, I'm out of here. It doesn't have to be that. But it, you know, if you can have a mature conversation, be like, look, I need more than this guild can provide. I'm going to find a new home. Try to leave with a pat on the back instead of a foot on your ass, that sort of a thing. It's not easy, though. It's never going to be easy, especially if you spend, like I've spent years with my previous guilds, and I've been in this guild for over a year now. It's never going to be easy, but you, at the end of the day, kind of think of yourself as a pro athlete, and you're always a free agent. And if your team is doing what you want them to do and you're happy with it, great. But when the time comes that they're not, remember that you're a free agent and that you're allowed to move on to a new team. And it might not be the easiest thing in the world to actually, like, okay, we can say that, yeah, I'll just move to a new guild. It's not an easy decision. And if it is an easy decision, then you're probably not happy in your guild anyways. But usually it won't be an easy decision. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. Oh, you know what? You know where I'm effing up right now? He's below 50%, so the debuffs aren't applying, so I've just wasted a battle. No big deal. But that's my advice. You need to be a realist at the same time as you're being everything else. Like, that's a really good thing about this game. This game can teach you about human relationships. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, my best piece of advice is that sometimes you just have to do what's right for you and your account. You can't let 10, 15, 20 people in a guild hold you back. You just can't. If it gets to that point. Come on, guys, break down the wall. They're all having a hoot and holler about this damn change where you no longer have to submit battles, but it's like, come on, guys, get after it. I want to get in and kill some more stuff. I could definitely probably do this now, but I didn't. You don't need to do this feat to red crate. As long as you're getting all the other ones and all the globals and stuff like that done, you can skip a few feats, and this is the one I skipped last time because my Gungans just weren't there. They're better now, and I could probably do it, but, if you don't have to do it, you don't have to do it. 10 battles with Stap. Surviving this is just a matter of, like, hey, I kind of just got to grind it out. I've been very fortunate that the events have been fairly feat-friendly to me the past few cycles of Conquest. I haven't had to worry about proving grounds in a while. Been very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. The shoe will drop eventually where I'm not able to red crate, but I've been very lucky that I've been able to red crate on a regular basis for a while now. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, so you don't have like you don't have Jedi Knight Cal available to you or anything like that? Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It does suck. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. You'll get there. Yeah, Cal was your current goal until Gungans came out. And Cal being one of those things where now I think he's going to be permanently in the journey guide. Now it's not so much of a big deal to rush and be ready. You can kind of slow roll him a little bit more and get him on your own pace. Because, yeah, I think Gungans are definitely more useful right now than he is. I mean, Jar Jar is my current goal just because he kind of is. But if I'm being honest, I'm 100% looking past him and looking towards... I'm looking past him. I'm looking at Ahsoka. I'm looking at the new GL. I mean... If history in this game has taught us anything, is that new GL is going to be the new meta. And, if you want to stay competitive, you gotta have that meta on lockdown. So I would as well. I would as well, and I think there's definitely a place for that. Because you like in territory battles with the Cal centric stuff is kind of focused on the first game, and we don't really have anything from the second game. And that second game is ripe full of possible raid implications. And the third game's in the works. But yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with the next raid. To be honest with you, I have a feeling that the Death Star raid that has been long sought after and rumored to be coming might be the next one that they're thinking about. But you know, with the new GLs that we're getting, you know, we're looking at a Thrawn, we're looking at Ahsoka. Maybe it'll be tied into that. I'm not real sure. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe we should have seen Naboo coming with the anniversary of Phantom Menace. But I mean, I think the data mines will give us a hint at some point. It's a good path. After Gungans, finish JML, finish Cal. It's a good path. Cal and JML kind of go hand in hand together, my friends. So it's definitely a good. It's definitely a good path. Definitely a good route. If you're looking for my approval, you have it, and if you're not looking for my approval, you have it anyways. So there you go. You're winning. You're winning on both sides. But I think that's a good path. Because JML's awesome. Jedi Knight Cal is awesome. Are you guys getting to? Okay, so Sammy is my son. I'm actually working on something for you guys to call me, because I mean I'm Sammy's dad. My real name's Matt, but I don't want to go by my real name on here. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with something fun for you guys to call me that's somewhat self-deprecating, because the core of my sense of humor lies in self-deprecation. As I got older in life, I was a hothead kid, absolute hothead of a child. And by child, I mean like 20, 21, 22-year-old. I was an absolute hothead. And mostly because I was taking myself too seriously. So now I try not to. Now I realize that, hey, making fun of myself is a great way to not do that. And it's a great way to also, you know, stay a little humble. So I try to rock with self-deprecation, and I'm trying to come up with like a somewhat self-deprecating nickname to go by on the stream, just so you guys have something to call me. I mean, I know Grand Admiral's open now since Arnold ascended to the throne and became the Emperor of the Kyber Empire, but wouldn't dream of borrowing from him, because I respect him. He's such a pioneer. Like he showed everybody who's trying to do this thing how to do it and how to have a lot of fun with it. So would never dream. He is a fun dude. I have a good time. I learn a lot from him. That's the thing I appreciate the most about him, is he's entertaining, but you watch him and you learn. And that is just the ultimate combination. And so I try to provide a little of that. I try to teach when I'm asked, or if there's something that comes to mind that might not be in this game. They don't tell you everything. They don't. Damn straight, Radis. Damn straight. Yeah, epic music. Yeah, he's a talented guy in so many ways. He's funny. He knows his music. He can sing. He can dance, kind of. But yeah, he's a funny guy, and he's definitely like he's the gold standard for this game for streaming, and probably maybe even for streamers in general. I know he's not. I know that there's girls who wear cat ears on Twitch, and that have a lot more viewers than him. But other than being hot, which I think even Arnold would agree, he's not on the pinnacle of the beauty standards. But other than being hot, what do they do? And I'm not trying to put him down. If I was hot, I would 100% monetize it, but I'm not. I'm old. I'm fat. I'm bald. You know, my wife thinks I'm hot, but she's supposed to. No, she has to. She has to. I mean, he's got a hell of a head of hair, that's for sure. But yeah, some big cat ears, and if he did cat ears and went topless or had like a foot cam, I think he would. I think he would take over the, just his bare feet underneath his table. I think he would just. I think he would just take over the world at that point. And Arnold, if you hear this, and I know you probably never will, like, feel free to do that, buddy. Feel free to take the idea from me. Cat ears and just a foot cam, and then maybe go topless. Maybe go topless. Hasn't he done that for one of the unlocks? Did he not tease, or did he actually? I thought he actually did it. I could be misremembering. Because he's got the costume game is on point, man. Like, he's unlocking Jabba in a Jabba costume. I saw that stream pop up on YouTube the other day. I try to watch his Grand Arenas mostly so I can learn counters better, off meta sort of things, because, like, I can go on to swgoh.gg and look at numbers with the best of them. But simultaneously, there's the knowledge part, and then there's the execution part, and he's got the execution part. So sometimes it's not enough to know what you need, or what to do or something, but how to do that thing. Is the part I definitely kind of look at him for, and he's insanely entertaining. And he genuinely seems like a nice guy, too. Like, he doesn't seem like a dick. I could be wrong. I don't know the guy. I'll probably never talk to him. But he genuinely seems like a nice person. And that's one thing I like about a lot of the streamers. Like, my favorite streamers for this game, Arnold, Scribe, and Bit Dynasty. They all know their shit. They're all entertaining in their own way. Yeah, and he's always talking about his family and whatnot too. Yeah, that's one thing you gotta appreciate about the guys. He definitely, what the hell is this? We just had a guy, he's like, oh, I'm ready for Jar Jar, and on one hand, I'm very happy for him, and the other hand, I'm like, fuck you. Should be me. But it's not. But it will be. But yeah, he talks about his family all the time. They've got animals that they're fostering. I mean, just a fantastic guy. All in all, it seems. He seems very genuine. And, and Scribe, he's entertaining in his own way. He's not as flashy or flamboyant as Arnold, but he really knows his shit. Like, and he drills into, like, the fine details, and I really, really appreciate that about him. I mean, in Bit Dynasty, too. That guy is just like, he's like the mechanic guy. He's like, I know how this works. This is how this should work. This is what you need to do to make this work. Like, those guys are all just, those are my 3 favorite Galaxy of Heroes streamers. Other than myself, of course. But, I mean, those are the ones I watch. Like, Calvin Awesome is good, too. He's a little flat for me, though. I'm not trying to criticize him or be negative, but I like the little bit of showmanship that comes with some of it. And but yeah, Calvin Awesome is great too. And I mean, honestly, there's another one. I can't remember his name. I haven't really seen anything new from him in a while, so I don't even know if he's streaming anymore. I still have to get some stat wins, but how are these clank hairs looking? 80%. I might be able to squeeze out one more. Stap just has to live, so it's not. This is. I always try to find the point where when this stupid little stamina bar starts turning its back against you and starts making things hard, that I just don't want to waste energy. I try to be efficient. And there is that point where you're like, everything's fine, and then you click that battle, and then everything is not fine. And always trying to find that And with non-GL teams, when we're looking at getting like to the 70 or the 60%, depending on which team it is, um, usually you're getting to be about that point where you might have to think about pulling the chute and bailing on their use. What do we got going on over here? Okay. Sorry, just checking up on something real quick. Easy there, Sabine. Yeah, yeah, and that is the best thing about Star Wars. I mean, you don't see it all the time if you pay attention to Twitter or Reddit or whatever, where people are ripping apart every new TV show that comes out for every little flaw that they perceive to be good, bad, or whatever, and the defenders defend and the attackers attack and whatever. But Star Wars is a fantastic thing to unite around. It's like music, Star Wars. There's all these things that massive groups of people should have in common and use to come together. And yeah, and Star Wars we're so lucky to be alive when Star Wars is a thing. You realize in 100 years there might not be Star Wars. There might not be Star Wars 100 years from now, and we're lucky enough to be here for when there is Star Wars, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm really hoping my guild gets their shit together and gets that wall down. So I'm not just showing you a couple battles on a couple walls. This is supposed to be a absolute slaughter. Defeat 35 enemies with any Han, or 10 battles with a full squad of separatists using. Wouldn't it be cool if they took this and moved it to that same place where the stab thing was? Wouldn't that be a treat? But it's not a big deal because we have options. The power level I'm about to unleash on this game should not be legal, but I'm gonna risk it. Trench, it's coming in hot. And there's the revive. And there's another revive. And there's a big dispel. Well, I mean, the first answer to that question is how close are you to your own executor or other super capital ship? Because executor is obviously a really good place to start, like from a fresh account perspective, but like you might be closer on some other requirements. Like profundity would be a great fleet to look at if depending on where you're at with your unlock requirements, because profundity should tie in pretty well to JML, so you might be a little farther along profundity wise than you think, and if not, how's your Chimera, and do you have TIE Defender? If you have Chimera and you have TIE Defender, you have a shot. You have a good shot, actually, depending on how geared your Thrawn is and how geared your Iden is and all those other factors. Chimera can counter it. Chimera can counter Executor. It's not always easy. But it's possible. I should just be using that turn to attack instead of... Wait, I can target her when she's in that? I thought she was invisible when she was in that. I didn't think she was targetable. Well, I mean, let me let you in on the secret, bud. TIE Defender doesn't have to be at massive stars to be good. If you've got a decent amount of stars and have, I'm not going to say to R9 Iden. I mean, that's a huge ask for everybody, myself included. Like mine's R7, but if you can get a R3, R4 with Iden, you'd be shocked what a 4-star defender can do, because it's not just about the firepower of the defender, it's about the mechanic of the defender feeding turn meter to Chimera for avoiding attacks and then getting your ultimate to start picking off those ships. Now, of course, granted, you do want it to hit to some effect. You don't want it being completely ineffective. But like if you probably don't have Scythe unlocked, do you? Because if you do have Scythe available to you, you can definitely make some magic happen. Ads are starting in 3 minutes, folks. Just heads up. I'm gonna let this ad break go, but then I am going to snooze the next one, because hopefully we'll be back over at Territory War for that, and we don't want to be interrupted in Territory War if we can help it. See, and now we are almost to the point where I'm gonna have to put Trench. To bed for the day. Well, I mean, ads do put a little, and when I say a little, they put a little revenue in my pocket. They really do. So I appreciate folks watching them. But like, if you're a Twitch, whatever Prime, I'm gonna say a Twitch Prime subscriber or whatever, like you pay to be. You can pay to go ad-free on Twitch. It still gives me the revenue, even if you guys skip it. And then, of course, if you subscribe to my channel, you also get to be ad-free. All right, just get it over with, you insta-reviving sisters. Okay. But, yeah. I don't mind the ads either. They are necessary, and well, frankly, they're everywhere. I mean, ads are showing up before like Amazon Prime movies now, and ads are showing up before lots of different places where they never used to. So it's not like people aren't used to them. You'll have it eventually. Well, when you have it, you have it, and I bet these guys have one more battle in it. We need to clean up this node anyways. Do you have Grand Inquisitor? Like, do you have the pilots ready to roll? Ouch. All right. All right, you guys went from being okay to just being straight up trash in about 30 seconds. You won 2 battles. You won me 2 battles. All right, there goes ads. Orgasmic Push-Ups, welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. It's good to have you here. You have a very different relationship with push-ups than I do, my friend. Because if that's what push-ups did for me, I would still be doing them. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do anything with Han today, and that's going to wait for something else. So, come on, let's go real quick. We'll take a peek at what's happening in Territory War, real quick. Ads are over in 30 seconds, so we don't even need to. 3 more teams. 3 more teams. Come on, are you guys killing them right now? Are you guys killing them? Is anybody killing them? No one's killing them. People aren't killing them. Three SOKRs. It's all that's holding us back from glory. Of course, these are probably banned from every local gym. It sounds to me like a medical condition that you can sue them over. Like, come on, that's out of your control. It's out of your control. People just have to deal with it. Oh, this is where we were. We want to go back 1 sector. And we are getting close to lock for GAC. So if you haven't signed up, make sure you go and sign up before you get locked out. Okay. I do use boba on Hut Cartel, but it is circumstantial at times for specific counters. In Territory Wars, I don't, because I have the Omicron on Embo, and so that just makes him more valuable to Hut Cartel. But in some circumstances, it's probably 50. Outside of TW, it's probably a 50-50 split. He definitely is worthy of being on that team, but he's also good in other places. I forgot what kind of team I needed. What was I going for here? Night Sisters. Oh, and Imperial Troopers. We'll do Troopers first, and then I'll dazzle you with the awesomeness that is my Night Sisters. They aren't bad. They're just not... they're not bad. They're just not great. I guess that's the best way to put it. God, I wish some more of the Imperial Remnant fell under Imperial Trooper, because I would love to play around with Night Trooper and have it count, but... Dude, that team caused me fits like you wouldn't believe back in the day. When those things first started coming out, Omicrons, when they were first becoming a thing, yeah, dude, that freaking setup caused me some headaches. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Preferably, you would want Leia to be assisting as much as possible, just for more thermal detonators. But it also depends on the... Like, if you're fighting Lord Vader is a good example. If you're fighting Lord Vader... he's got so much tenacity that getting the thermal detonators to stack is going to take a while anyways. So if you have Boba in there taking more assists, he's going to be just hitting for, he's going to be critting. He's going to be just getting just basic damage and potentially wearing down targets a little bit more. Now, Jabba isn't the greatest counter to Lord Vader, but it can work. It can happen. It's just not amazing. But that's an example where Boba taking more turns over her, because her bonus turns would be kind of wasted because the thermals won't stick for a while. So in that circumstance, it's not a big deal for Boba to be assisting more. But in general, yes, you want Bausch Leia to be assisting more than anybody else. In general, and you can tweak it because I think I think the game defines the weakest, and I've never been 100% sure on this, and I've always heard differing things. I think what is defined as the weakest is the lowest health. So you could get Boba to not be the weakest just by tossing a health set on him. I know it's not exactly his most ideal mod setup, but if you can get him to have more health than Bausch, and then that's something you can change depending on what you're working with. Yeah, weakest is lowest health. So if you play around with the health with the mods, you can get it to where you're not having to make super changes or toss a bunch of unnecessary relics onto Boba, even though you need him at R8 for several things, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, you can tweak it to where she's got low health and assists more fairly easily. For the love of God, guys, kill these last frickin'... I'm about to say I'll go do it myself, but I don't have anything to go and do it myself with, so that would just be me being full of shit. You know what? Why are we even wondering? Let's take a peek. It would help if I could spell. Yes, the weakest character is the one with the lowest combined health and protection. So, yeah, if you get rid of a, make sure secondaries are removed or whatever, get secondary crap off health-wise and whatnot, and, focus. Well, hang on a second. Let's, we've got a moment. We've got a question, and we're trying to figure out the best way to handle this. So we will do a quick hop over to my favorite resource, swgoh.gg. So they are telling me this is a breakdown data pulled from the top 1,000 Kyber GAC players in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. This data comes from 4,984 pulled characters. We are looking at her best set is speed and potency, with a speed arrow, a crit damage triangle, a health circle, and an offense cross. And then the next most popular set is health speed. And it's about a 20, so like 34% people use the speed potency setup, and then health and speed is 14, offense and potency is 10, health offense is 7.8, speed and crit chance is 7.66. So if you don't have her modded for speed and potency, mod her for speed and potency and see if that helps. And then the potency, of course, will help those thermals land and stick. Yeah, for sure. It's if you're talking Jabba, you're talking Hutt Cartel, you're talking probably the best all-around GL in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for now. Okay, fantastic. But yeah, so I would check for I would check to see if you've got maybe some like health secondaries that you could try speed, but I would look at your secondaries. I would make sure you don't have like a couple of like 6 and 7% health in the secondaries of your mods on there. Like if you can get rid of those without effing up your speed too bad, that might be the simplest solution to the problem. And then do the same with Boba, like give him more health or protection secondaries. Go that route. You're probably gonna have to play around with it for a little bit till you get it dialed in, but yeah, there's multiple ways you can attack the problem. Sorry, Okay, where were we? Hey, that's one reason I'm here, my friend. I'm here to help. If I can help come up with an answer, I I will drop what I'm doing if somebody has a question. We figured it out. We have a plan at any rate. Hopefully you're able to get it figured out. But yeah, it's absolutely no problem. I'm always here to try and answer questions as best I can. Uh, do I want to do a Night Sister mirror? No, I don't. No, I do not. And I don't want to fight those freaking Ewoks. So let's try my meager Night Sisters up against these guys, just for the Datacron materials. I could throw freaking Night Trooper in here. He's a sister of the night, right? And we'll leave Marin out. We'll see how this feels. Yeah, theory crafting's fun, man. In a game like this, where where there's builds to play around with, theory crafting's amazing. Dude, chill. I've seen the movie. You weren't that good. You were great, but you weren't that good. Also, Mon Mothma didn't like you. She didn't even talk to you. There you go. You're humbled now. So disappointed with his damage when he's not with freaking Imperial Remnant, man. Alright. As much as I hate to say it, my Night Sisters kind of suck. Oh, hey, but we got a revive right there, so maybe they're sucking. You know what? Let's see if we can keep you from getting back up. There we go. And we got everybody. The whole crew's back together. Who do we want? Just a reminder, she might be flying under the radar a little bit, but Ventress is required R5 for the new GL Ahsoka Tano. Just a friendly reminder if you're not keeping track. Asajj is a requirement. No, they still suck. My Night Sisters are not the greatest team in the world, but oh god, Jawas. These little glowy-eyed bastards. Yeah, my Night Sisters, they've just never been a team I've put any effort into beyond spending $20. Ooh, way to go, Ashley. 61. Nice, nice, nice. Beyond spending the $20 a couple months ago to buy their stupid pack. That's the most effort I've put into them. Except for Asajj. Like, I put effort into her to unlock gas way back in the day. But, yeah, I've just never given them any attention. But now you're kind of being forced to. With all this new stuff that's happening. I was really hoping Night Trooper would be better on this team than he appears to be. He just doesn't, like, his damage is just very, very muted in under the Night Sisters. And that's fine, you know. I mean, he's definitely more of a trooper than he is a mystical magic wielding woman, but yeah, I mean, he's kind of on par with Zombie, you know. I think the team is going to be it's going to be Morgan, the mothers, whatever the night mothers, whatever those three are going to be called. I'm not sure if Asajj is supposed to be on that team, but it's possible. I didn't deep dive too much into the Elsbeth kit reveal to determine, but some synergy with Asajj leader. Okay. Yes. Now that was a good hit. That was a really good hit from. Yeah. Spirit is supposed to be there for sure, from what I understand. I think Arnold was theory crafting that Initiate might have a home there as the fifth, like the Mothers, Morgan, Acolyte, Spirit, and Initiate might be the way they go. Because if they bring in enough new characters, Initiate is still left out in the cold, I think. Okay, let's go take a peek. They haven't announced that we're into the next wall yet on Discord, but that doesn't mean that we're not into the next wall. Like, it could literally be falling as we speak. Nope. Well, keep using it, Ashley. Keep using it. Keep going. Keep grinding. Keep farming. Okay, here we go. Somebody's trying something. I could, in theory... Hold on, let me see. What did they tell us they wanted us to use on this? Because they like us to use what they like us to use, so we're saving counters for other things. Yeah, they wanted us to use Jedi Master Luke on this. But with this Datacron... Okay, see? See, all it took was me showing up. This Datacron... back to map. Yeah, this Datacron, if you don't lock SOKR down, and I mean quick, he will ruin your team, and it doesn't matter which one. The only JMK can hold up against it with the Padmecron, but yeah, this is a nasty Datacron. I am a little shocked that the guild leader has yet to call for, hey, somebody with Padmecron, let's go and take those two out, but... Yeah, so this is the fun part of Conquest. So I'm in this last little stretch to get this last when I'm at 546, so 84 I think is the quick math on that. 84 cards to get Red Crate. And most of it's tied up in sector feats. Oh, and I think I still have one global. Do I need Cal? Yeah, I need 13 more kills with Cal. I can't forget about that. I think my personal opinion is yes. I think Boba is more worthy of legendary status than maybe one or two other characters that are currently Galactic Legends. I would have rather have gotten a Boba Fett Galactic Legend before Lord Vader, personally. Just because the new Lord Vader team just adds a level of power. He doesn't do anything spectacular. He just doesn't. He's not like JMK that can make somebody insta-kill somebody else, and gives all these buffs that just ramp his team up. Lord Vader ramps up slowly and ramps up deliberately, and, if he's lucky to survive. I think Din could be at some point, but you know, like the original Mandalorian that's in the game is better than the Beskar armor version. Yeah, LV takes forever to ramp up. And that's honestly probably when people say he sucks, it's because of that reason. So like if that was something that they fixed, if they gave him a booster to help him ramp faster and maybe have the ramping be a little more effective, I think complaints about him would fade and go away. But once he's ramped, he's an absolute monster. I'm just wondering if the starting point is a little too far away from the finish line. Like maybe the starting line should, instead of being way back here, should be up here, where he's a little bit closer to where he needs to be from the beginning. There's a lot of ways to look at it and a lot of ways they can fix it. So far they haven't done any of them. And every booster character that gets released for a dark side team ends up being better on their own or in charge of their own team than they do with their Galactic Legend. So who knows? But I think people, myself included, would probably have preferred if they'd done a legendary Galactic Legend version of Boba Fett. Because having grown up as a little kid in the Boba Fett era, like when he was on screen for, what does he have, 7 total minutes of screen time between the first 2 movies that he showed up in? Boba Fett was like, oh my god, he's just so awesome. So the people my age would have loved it. And especially because we have Darth Vader in the game. Like, you don't spend any time with the Lord Vader character. He's on screen for, 20 minutes? You know, he falls to the dark side. You kind of sort of see him kill people, and they decided not to show him killing the kids. Whatever, it's a choice. It's a choice. But, why not have a Darth Vader? Why not have the... I don't know. I think, they wanted to get Darth Vader into the game, and he was in the game before the Galactic Legend concept was introduced, but... they wanted to do something with it. They could have done a new version of Darth Vader as a Galactic Legend, and people would have accepted it, I think, more than Lord Vader. But also, I think people just don't accept Lord Vader because the character is moderately underwhelming. How old am I? I'm in my mid-40s. Exactly in the middle of my 40s. I'm old enough to have seen Return of the Jedi in the theater originally. I don't know. You're 36? Yeah, I'm about to be 44 in just under 2 weeks. 12 days. 12 days I'll turn 44. I was a very wee little kid. My mom and dad took me and my brother to the theater to see Return of the Jedi, and I've said it on stream before. Spoiler alert. There's a part where I look good? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I think it's the beard. Which, by the way, so my beard color holds up pretty well, but this isn't the natural color. My beard does the Reed Richards thing. I get a streak of white right here and nowhere else. If I was white everywhere, or if it was like salt and pepper or whatever, be fine with it. But I get this streak, like Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four, and I'm just like, at least, if I'm going to look old, can I at least look old simultaneously, like both sides of my face? Well, actually, I'm kind of a ginger naturally. Like my beard, like my hair on the top of my head is black. There's a condition, there's a word for it, but my beard is red. Genetically, I'm like 60% Scots-Irish, and then 20% like British Welsh in there, and then like Scandinavian and other Northern European countries make up the rest. But yes, I'm very, very ginger. Well, like it's streaked. So like my beard is like, when it's its natural color, is a streak between like varying shades of red and brown. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, so speaking of ginger and looking like a Viking, so I've been letting my wife choose the colors for my beard just until I start graying everywhere simultaneously. I'm going to keep dyeing it. But I told her, I said, one time for fun, I want to go like red, red, red. And she goes, well, what do you mean red, red, red? And here, I'll show you. Oh, hang on. Let's put it on auto while I'm pulling this up. Okay, I found it. So hang on a second. Let me drag this over to the other. Oh, you piece of Microsoft. Goddamn Windows 98. Okay, so it's not going to let me bring it over. Of course it's not. It wants me to bring all of Windows over. So let me... Oh, I lost. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. I told her one time for fun, I want this. You recognize Christopher Hivju, Game of Thrones, and now he does Scott's turf building, grass lawn product commercials here in the States. But yeah, he was one of the best characters on Game of Thrones. I told her I want that for funds one day. You're a lucky person, Ashley. If I looked like that naturally, I would be very happy. Because guess what? I've got the skin tone. I am a freaking sheet. I am pale as the day is long. But I told her for fun one time, we want to do this. And she goes, it might take, we might have to bleach it and then do that. And I'm like, whatever it takes. Don't give a damn. If you need to get it done professionally, cool, great, we'll do it. But one time, make me the ginger that the rest of me thinks I am. So, there we go. There we go. Back to game. So yeah, so that's coming. That's coming. Unfortunately, we just did it this dark brown color, like 10 days ago or so. So it's going to be a while before I go full ginger. Yep, there you go. Yeah. I can't remember his character's name in Game of Thrones, but he was like, he was kind of a bad guy at first, and then he ended up being Jon Snow's best friend. They became besties. He was so awesome. He was so awesome, and he's Norwegian. He's not Scottish or Irish or anything. He's a Norwegian guy. Never watched Game of Thrones. I would like to tell you that you aren't missing anything, but you're kind of missing something. How much is up for debate, as everything in this life is, but yeah, it was a pretty good show. All right, what do I have to do here? Probably resistance. Yeah, 5 more resistance, and then I have to kill more people with Ewoks. It's not like porn. It's very adult, but it's not porn. It is very adult, though. Again, not going to deny you're going to see your fair share of TNA, but definitely not porn. I mean, maybe a little like porn, but it's not. But it's good. I mean, if it's porn, it's the best porn they've ever made. So, I mean, maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it is porn. So let's just try to knock out a few kills with this guy, and then we'll go see how that wall's doing. I still haven't gotten a notification from Discord, but hopefully soon. Oh, ads are running right. I didn't even notice. I was so busy showing off the hair color that I will have one day that I didn't notice ads. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that the. I mean, you could give me a link to like a website that has you on it or whatever, and we could go and look at it. Like, I could put it up on screen for everybody else, but like, I mean, I'm definitely not encouraging you to put your Facebook or or Twitter or anything like that up on screen. Definitely not, but that is a way that you could do it if you so chose. Put it on Pornhub. Okay, well, if you go that route, fantastic. But you're gonna get to explain it to my wife. You stole a kill from me, Revan. Oh, and I guess I could have called him to assist. How long have I been playing this game? Shoot. When did I start? Um, I think I'm in my 5th full year. I think I started in 2019. So whatever year my wife was, whenever we decided that I was going to stay home, more or less. My wife was finishing nursing school. She was very, very busy. We lost our babysitter, not to COVID. She didn't die. She didn't die. But her day job went away because of COVID, and she needed to move. And we couldn't replace her. We could not find somebody to take care of Sam. So my wife had gone out and gotten a nursing license, so she was making really good money. We did the numbers. Turned out we could afford for me to stay home, but it was right when COVID was. It was right before COVID started settling down. So whatever year that was, but so maybe. Yeah, 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. I lost track somewhere along the ways. But yeah, when we decided to have me stay home with Sam, at least until she was done with school, and then she got a really, really good job when she got became a registered nurse, and then we just decided to keep it simple, and for the time being, just keep having me be here because, like, she was running a facility, and like, we could be sitting down at the dinner table and she would get a phone call and have to leave, or we could not make any plans for anything regarding her without her taking the day. Like, she would have to take, like, I literally came home from the West Coast and it was her birthday that I landed. I went to a hockey game in Seattle because that's where I'm from, and they got the Winter Classic, which is a big deal in the National Hockey League. They got to host that, so I went home to see it with my sister and my brother. And it happens to be on New Year's Day. My wife's birthday is January 2nd, so I came home the morning of her birthday. She came to pick me up from the airport. We were supposed to go and have fun and do all these things while Sam was at school for her birthday, but we had to drive home 90 miles an hour so she could go to work on her birthday. I worked all the way through the pandemic, too. I was working for a biotech company, and I wasn't, like, I'm not going to say I was working on the vaccine. I'm actually not allowed to say what I was doing in very specific terms, but I was doing work with antibodies through through blood samples, and we would spin the blood and extract the serum and send the serum to the companies who eventually did come up with vaccines. But yeah, I worked 100% through the pandemic, through the hard part, through like the harsh part of the pandemic when everything else was shut down. Yeah, I 100% worked. I did 300. I'm trying to remember the exact number. It's 319 hours of overtime that year. It was a lot, but we were allowed to not. We were considered medically necessary, so we had to follow all the strict things. And I did get COVID twice during that time. It never hit me very hard, but I, missed a few days of work here and there. But yeah, other than that, I worked through the whole damn thing and then some. 319 hours is quite a bit. That's like 9 extra weeks of work a year out of, when you're working 52 weeks a year. I more or less worked 61 weeks during that first pandemic year. But it's fine. Hey, we came out the other side. How many more do I need for Cal? Because I might just go one more. All right, I'm gonna go to an easier node just to finish this off, and then I'm gonna go and start yelling about North 1 because it should be down. But yeah, I'm one of the only people I know that actually worked 100% through the pandemic. My mom actually ended up working 100% of the way through the pandemic, but she was working for the Postal Service. Well, so my wife, being a nurse, was kind of exposed to it a lot. So inevitably, she was going to bring it home. And then, some people just never showed symptoms. And so they would get it and bring it to work. And then, you were wearing a mask. But depending on the quality of the masks, and every now and again, you'd pull up your mask to take a breath of fresh air, heaven forbid. What a weird time. I remember when we all got dubbed essential workers. I bought a themed mask. I got in trouble for it, but it was Ralph Wiggum from The Symptoms waving and saying, and it said, "I'm essential" on the mask. Because I figured if I have to wear a mask, I was going to have some freaking fun with it, but I got yelled at. I got yelled at for it. And I was like, oh, so we can't have fun with this. We just have to be miserable until we either all die or this goes away. We're not allowed fun. Okay, fine, whatever. So I rolled with it. Said fine, no fun. I'll just wear a plain old blue mask like every other asshole. Fine. We might get through this wall before we get through this wall at the rate things are going up here. Oh, we just need a cleanup on aisle 9? You got a Spider-Man mask? Oh, I had a couple of different masks. I had a skull one, like Ghost. If you know Call of Duty, the character Ghost, Simon Ghost Riley. I had a skull one like him. I got in trouble for that one too. It's gonna make people think about death. Fine. I'll just be boring. I'll just be dull like the rest of you sons of bitches. Let's see how we're doing down here. Ooh, 3 battles. McAllister's holding strong. And nobody's tried my team yet. Preloaded Omicron Gungans. Who thought that was a good idea? They must not have updated their game. A scorpion mask? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to have fun with it. And then, God, one of my coworkers damn near got fired for this. I can't remember what he was doing, but he had his grandma take he had like beer t-shirts or whatever, and he had his grandma, like, he cut up one that didn't fit him so well, and he made like some beer logo t-shirt masks, and oh God, he almost got fired for that. Yeah, they took it serious. I mean, yes, and everybody was taking the actual sickness seriously. Nobody was making light of the actual sickness, but like, can you at least let us make light of the circumstances to make it just a little bit easier to get through? You know, like we're all going through hell. Do we have to act like it all the time? The answer is no. The answer is no. In fact, I would say the answer is hell no. One of the ways to get through hell is to not let it weigh you down. I mean, I don't know if it was our most profitable summer, but I mean, it was a busy. It was busy. It was busy. You know, because that's the other thing is people would get sick, and we would be short staffed for a week. You know, it was just one of those things. Yeah, and even if people weren't get sick, people would still like, oh, it's my kid's birthday. We're gonna go stare at a brick wall or whatever, but I'm taking the day off for it. You know, or however you know. What's red? What do you consider red hot? Because I know England just had a heat wave, and I know some folks in the U.S. were like, "It's 75 over there. Why don't you people calm down?" But it's like you guys aren't built for it to get hotter than that, really. Like if it gets into the 80s, it's an actual issue just because of you guys didn't have to design around stuff like that in England. So like it's a real problem. Like it's not like we're playing a comparative thing where it says yes, we know it's 80 every day in Las Vegas. It's fine. You have air conditioning. You guys are built for it. England isn't. Like it's circumstances here, guys. Come on. Okay, so 40 Celsius. Okay. I live in Fahrenheit, but I did working in science, even in the United States, because the majority of the world is on the metric system. If you work with anybody outside of the U.S., everything is done metric system. And so all my work was done metric system. All my weights, all my measurements, everything was done metric. I'm losing some of my fluency in it though, just because it's been a few years since I've worked in the environment. So yeah, oh no, conversion isn't hard at all. But I mean, that's the thing. Even most American companies, even if I'm working with an American company, they're still probably doing stuff in the metric system. And so all of our equipment was in the metric system. We like our beakers, our glass beakers. They're not called that, but any container with a measurement was measured in liters, and any so like if you're following me to specification for a process, it's all in liters, and the weights are in grams. They're not in ounces. It's that sort of stuff. Um, we just use the metric system. So yeah, if you're science at all in the United States, you're using the metric system, and it wouldn't be hard. It, I remember when I was a kid, they tried to teach us. I don't think because they were trying to convert us to the metric system, but I guess they wanted us to have an awareness. I had to have been in elementary school or what are they? Primary school? Is that what it's called in other countries? Primary school. Um, but they had us do metric system work or stuff or whatever. Um, yeah, here's the thing. It's confusing because like we live. I grew up kind of close to Canada. I mean, relatively speaking, but like I would go to Canada from time to time, and then like buying gasoline or petrol in liters, where it's like, oh my gosh, it's only 40 cents, but it's like no, but that's because multiple liters go into a gallon, so you have to do the multiplication to get out to get the actual price, and in American dollars and not loonies and toonies or whatever. Um, But yeah, they taught us rudimentary metric system stuff. It would be very, very easy to convert the United States to the metric system so we were like most of the rest of the world. They would just have to say, this is the year it's starting. And just start teaching kids. And then everybody who's past that point, well, guess what? They can learn on their own. They can learn as they go. And we have phones that have all the answers. If you need to know what something is, you could convert it and then you would learn. You would osmose it. Like, it would not take much. The problem would be converting all the industries and all the all the street signs and all the other stuff that's just already set up to it. That's the big problem. But teaching people to know it and use it is actually, I think, the easy bit. You got banned from science in high school? How did you get banned from science in high school? I know how I got in trouble in science in high school. I got in trouble in science in high school because I was working in a greenhouse and I had to use the bathroom, and decided the greenhouse made a pretty good bathroom because the actual bathroom was like a 5-minute walk and I wasn't going to make it. So yeah, my teacher caught me pissing in the corner of the greenhouse. What's it hurting? There was a drain. You blew a lad up. Well, that'll do it almost every time. Unless they deserved it. Did I get that Cal thing done, or did I need one more? I don't remember. I got it done. Okay. And so my globals are done for this conquest, and now it's just cleaning up sector feet. So I'm... Oh, is that a magic number? Am I 69 away from glory? We're 69 away from glory. God damn it, I almost kind of want to stop. Magnesium and a lot of water. That'll happen. That is exactly... that is exactly one way to make that happen. I have in the cars, like because I know the size of America. Like if you've never been here, or if you're from the United Kingdom or a smaller European country, like the size of America is daunting. Like I know my old guild had a lot of folks from the UK, and they were just like, your country is so goddamn big. How do you get anywhere? And I'm like, well, we fly, or we take a few days to drive there. It's no big deal. And he's like, a few days. And I'm like, yeah, a few days sometimes. Like where I grew up, if I wanted to drive across Montana, that would be a day, and I wouldn't even get all the way across Montana by the time I'd need to stop and sleep. Like when I was moving from the West Coast to the East Coast, I drove through Montana, and it was 10, 11 hours the first day, and like we only got 3/4 of the way across. It's a big place. It's a very, very big place. Everybody was a twat in school in their own way. I mean, did the kid deserve it? Was it an accident, or did you do it on purpose? Like, be honest. I don't think you're going to get prosecuted, right? Let's do resistance. Screw it. At least resistance, I think, with Bad Batch, I can put it on auto for a few fights. Sure. Oh. We would in welding class, if we were doing like oxyacetylene or whatever, we would have these stations that were walled off. They'd have steel walls in like a U shape, so you had a wall to each side. But then there was a layer of bricks that you would do your welding above. But, the bricks had gaps. And so, if you wanted to be a twat, as you so eloquently put it, you would shut the oxygen off on the torch, right? And you'd take the acetylene, open it up, and stick it in between the bricks. Count to 10, 15. How brave did you feel? And then take the little sparky thing. And our shop was huge. And it was like a metal shop, auto shop, and then and then like the classroom in the middle, and then the rest of the old auto shop, and then the wood shop back in the corner. One guy ran the whole damn thing. And one time, a freshman, grade 9, year 9, whatever you guys want to call it, a freshman, grade 9 kid did that. And I was pretty far away, and it was loud. And the shop teacher was over in the wood shop area, and he came sprinting. And he was a big ginger fuck, too. I loved him to death. He was awesome. Just sprinting across the entire he covered the ground faster than, like, Usain Bolt. I was like, he was just a blur. cussing, yelling, screaming, throwing shit the whole fucking way. He knocked, like, he grabbed a desk and just upended it and tossed it because it was in what he thought was the direct path to where he thought the sound came from. Oh my God, it was hilarious. It was hilarious, but it was one of those things that if he saw you laughing when he was done with that kid, he lined the people who were laughing about it up. And even though we were laughing at him and not the kid blowing shit up with acetylene gas, like, he lined you up and just chewed everybody's ass if you even so much just smirked, because that's how serious he wanted us to take how dangerous that was. And he wasn't wrong. But simultaneously, if something's fucking funny, something's fucking funny. But yeah, I went to school with a bunch of what you would call twats. Just almost all of us. Just almost all of us. Unless you were a rich kid and then you were a popular twat. Still a twat, just in a completely different way. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with pranks. I mean, nowadays in the United States, that sort of stuff, pranks or hazing or whatever you want to call it, is very frowned upon. It's all lumped into bullying. Your intent is not taken into account. You might just be trying to play a joke on a friend, prank on a mate, whatever, whatever terminology you want to use. It might be harmless in your eyes. You're just out to have a laugh. You're not out to cause harm. You're not out to cause embarrassment. You're just messing with your buddy, right? It's all bullying now in the United States. Can get you in trouble. And I'm not saying I'm pro-bullying. Like, real bullying is horrible. One of the 5 times I got suspended when I was in high school was because I got into a just straight up brawl over a guy bigger than me. He was probably 350 pounds in high school. I mean, not muscle. He was just a big old fat fuck. But he pushed this freshman kid from behind when they were actually walking into the shop. And I was talking to one of my wrestling teammates out in the hallway because, like, my class was off to one side and then the shop was straight ahead, and then his class was off to the other side. And I was talking to one of my wrestling teammates real quick. And he just, from behind, shoved this kid face first into the double doors. And I was like, what in the fuck is your problem? Sorry about the language, but I'm just trying to, it's historical accuracy here. And he goes, what? And I'm like, why are you shoving that little kid into a door? And he goes, well, maybe I should shove a big kid. And I just dropped my backpack and decked him. And then I snapped my hands back up, and he ducked. Like, bent over, curled into a ball, to where his head was about level with my knee. So I kicked him in the face. And I was wearing heavy steel-toed boots, and I split his face open, and I got yelled at, and I'm like, he said he was going to beat my ass, and he's bigger than me, so I wasn't going to let him get started. Sorry. And, I got 2 days off. My parents didn't even care. They were like, fuck that fat kid. One of the few times I got suspended that my parents didn't care, but yeah, I was not an angel. I mostly tried to get along with everybody and tried to not, like, hey, everybody just be cool. Everybody just be cool. But, every now and again I would insert myself into a situation where maybe I didn't need to insert myself. I will go to my grave swearing that was a situation it was okay to insert myself into, regardless of the punishment that I received from the school district. You broke a goalkeeper's hand? What, did you break it on your head, or did you, like, step on it and, like, crush it? Like, how did this happen? You tell a story now. I've been telling all the stories, and I know I'm the only one with the microphone, but you guys have keyboards. I'll read a story while we're watching the Resistance resist. Because I tell you what, I'm about to go and start yelling at my guild. Because I want to do more territory wars on stream. I don't want to be doing Conquest right now. I want to be doing territory wars. I fat finger. See, and I don't know how it is in your guys' guilds, but my guild, if you screw up, if you lose a fight, that's not a bad call, Hippo. The other The other side to that coin is they've already done one bundle where all of her requirements were $10. $10 American got you all of her unlock requirements at R5. So might be worth just waiting around till then, because if it's not hurting your account now to not have her, there's no need to rush out and get her. Especially, you know, with... Oh, I gotcha. Well, now that is a waste. That is, I'll give you a little shit for that, but just a little bit. Just no gear in her. Yeah, that's a little bit of a waste. I mean, I would definitely at some point, probably sooner rather than later, I would definitely look at gearing her up, because she is a great character and she's a monster on defense. She can, her team single-handedly screwed up my entire last GAC. This is my Malicos, which normally, I mean, solid as Gibraltar, man, just a rock. Okay, why aren't we cleaning this shit up, boys? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting? I don't want to... I can throw my Bane at this one, and I could throw my own SLKR at this one and call it a day. I just kind of feel like I shouldn't have to. Oh, ads are going to start in 3... You know what? Since you have 0 Zetas. Yeah, no, I feel you. I get you. The struggle is real. You don't... Here, let me show you. Let me show you my shit real quick. You want to see. So, you look at... These are the characters that I've been... Like, so, after requirements, you know, mostly right here. But, like, these are characters that are kind of like project characters or needed for something. I don't know why she's still flagged. I'm not doing anything else with her. But, yeah, R9. I need to R9 her. So, you know, look at all that I'm... Just for her that I'm waiting on. And then... Gungan Boomadir. Nest I wanted to do just because she's kind of a meme in our guild. But yeah, I mean, just... I trust me, I know the struggle. I know the struggle is legitimately real. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to gear and unlock, and once you've geared and unlocked it and all that, you still have to mod it. I mean, you look at all this shit down here. Like Tuscans, my Tuscans are trash. I've never done anything with them. They're all 7-star. They're all ready to roll. I mean, you look at these guys, still not even 7-starred. Although I have a bad feeling I'm going to need to 7-star this son of a bitch for Ahsoka. It is rumored. It is rumored. I might actually want to start thinking about legitimately, like, I need to farm this guy. But yeah, it's all legitimate, man. I mean, it really is. The struggle is real. The struggle is certainly real. So, yeah, no, trust me, I get it. I get it. It's all about prioritizing and executing, you know, and then, you know, maybe one of these days you won't, maybe one of these days it'll just make sense to you that this is the time to do it, you know, and it's very likely, I'll have this guy 7-starred in no time. He's got no node to farm it on, but I can buy 10 shards at a time. And I guess I can infinitely refresh that to buy it as much as I need to or feel like doing in a day, but I mean, that's... Oh, we're on ads. We're on ad break. Oh, man. Ooh, 3 hours already. I was hoping we would do more territory battles by now, or wars, but... we've just been chatting and conquesting, but nothing wrong with that. We are at 69 followers. My God. I almost want to just turn off the ability to follow me at this point. It's just... How do you want to move off of that number? But the fact of the matter is I need more followers so I can keep growing. So, you know, ad revenue and subscribers and all that adds up to, you know, where hopefully I'm, you know, clearly making enough money to pay cash for a Tesla. This is my ultimate goal. when it is in fact not my goal. If you guys knew what I had financially in my head for a goal, you would probably yell at me for being an underachiever, because like the amount of money I would like to earn a month from streaming is so small compared to anything else. It's ridiculous how much I would like to earn. I don't need to earn that much money. I would just like to earn just a little bit, just a little bit. I do not have like these delusions of grandeur, dollar signs in my eyes that Twitch is going to be like, we want to put you on contract. I'm not like that at all. And we're back from ads. And we're still waiting for two more SLKRs to go down. I'm going to yell at my guild. Yeah, because I've got about 35 minutes before I need to go, and I mean, frankly, we're at over 3 hour stream so far, and it's been fun. I've had a blast, guys. I've had a blast, but I started a little earlier today because of territory wars, but because I also I need to be done a little bit earlier today than normal. Normally, I'll stream up to like 6 p.m. my time. Because then I start bumping up against potential dinner time and whatnot. But I have something else I need to take care of a little bit earlier. So yeah, in about 30 minutes or so, I'll be packing it in. But man, oh man, I've had a blast. I've had a great time. Was just really, really hoping to be able to show more of this. Because, yeah, I mean, throwing Bane at this guy, like, he's got no allies left, so he's basically, right now, he's just normal Kylo. I mean, normal Kylo with a shit ton of armor pen, but, like, Bane should be able to handle him. And even this one's now moderately neutered. He's had half of his allies taken out. But, like, I could throw, like, my first order pilot cron at this and probably be just fine. But those aren't authorized, so I'm not allowed to use them. So I asked, are we opening up more counters to kill these last two? Yes or no? Because I've got this Wampacron. And we're hearing rumors and speculation in the wind that the Wampacron can take out Starkiller in Territory Wars. And you know who's excited to try that? This guy. This guy's excited to try that. Especially when I was fearing that we wouldn't have any more fun little solo things to do once the Sidious Cron went away, and then CG gave us a gift in the form of a Wampacron. So yeah, I'd really like to try that, but we've got enough for one more fight. Oh, one of my officers is responding. We'll see what he says. If he says, "Hey, Supper, buddy, I've been wondering about you." Because, yeah, I've been wanting to chat with you about Marvel Strike Force for the past couple of days. Apocalypse changes are already bugged. Yeah, because I had to download the update and I saw all that stuff was coming. But they're already bugged and you keep getting sorry rewards from them. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. They're, honestly use... Okay. Oh no, the training mats are amazing for sure. Because I still don't have any. I'm sitting on almost 100 million gold or whatever the currency is in that game. I don't have any training materials at all. I can't do shit. I can have all the gold in the world, but without the stuff to level up characters, I just can't do anything. And I only have that much gold because I haven't gotten any training materials to level up characters. They did give me a random. I don't know if you got this too. Did you get a bunch of? Basically, the game doesn't think I have mutants, so the nodes after the first one are like, God, is that? Come on, folks, get it together. Did you get a bunch of like random Shuri shards and like Hank Pym orb materials yesterday? Because I had a bunch of that stuff land in my inbox for no reason that I can see. I mean, it's not enough to do anything, unlock anybody, but it's like, here's just random ass Shuri and Hank Pym stuff. So, hopefully... Community backlash on the temporal dimension. Okay, well, yeah, that hit my thing yesterday. I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to... Because they never put in anything what the compensation is for. They're just like, here's something to make you feel a little bit better. Speaking of something to make me feel a little bit better, what the hell should I use here? I don't have a tank. I guess one of these. All right, well, hopefully this doesn't screw me over for needing a counter for something on the next wall. But I got the blessing to break on through to the other side. So we're going to break on through to the other goddamn side, my friends. Let's do this shit. No, we're going to do this one right here. Actually, am I faster? Oh my, that is the slowest SOKR I have ever seen in my life. Oh, congratulations. Gear 18 Gambit is awesome. G18 Gambit, that's amazing, my friend. Congratulations. What did I do? I got Black Knight to 7 stars. Oh, right. Oh, I'm glad you found me too, Ashley. It's really awesome having you here to talk to. I'm really enjoying it. It is honestly, that was one of my big hopes that I had when I started this channel, is that I could build a community of people who enjoyed coming here, even if it wasn't a big community. Just having a community of folks here to hang with and talk with about whatever. Like I'm playing video games while we're chatting, but I'm here to chat just as much as I am anything else, and I'll chat almost anything unless I have no fucking clue about what it is I'm supposed to be chatting about. Sorry, gotta let them know we're through. Um, yeah, watch level 62. Congratulations. Ongman and Tempered Osmium. Yeah. I'm trying to remember which store you can just buy those like crazy. Oh, God. Oh, man. They are. There's a word. I think it's fucked. They're so fucked. They're so fucked. Do you see what I see? They're in every store, but they never appear all at once. Yeah, yeah. I guess I haven't needed that stuff, so I just buy it all when I see it, and then just like out of nowhere, I have this stockpile. Oh, come on! Don't be like that. No, no. All right, so now I get to tell him. See, look at this in living color. So now I have to report to feedback. Which energy? Oh, level 70 Black Knight. Nice. So yeah, here it is in living color. Forfeit. You no longer have to worry about preloading. You no longer have to worry about airplane mode. You no longer have to worry about any of that junk. Which is pretty, pretty, pretty cool. Okay, so the gold energy, yellow energy. Well, I don't know what nodes you have unlocked, but so like you'll go through your normal nodes and then you'll unlock the hard nodes. Just find a character in the hard nodes that you need to farm. Like Hera, I find her node in the hard nodes because she's got the ghost, so you can get double dip on shards from doing that. Oh my. Oh my! Somebody's got a. Yeah, I that happens to me too, Sabr. And I don't do anything about it. I just let it keep accumulating. There's not to me. I'm just like screw it, screw it. All right, so you're gonna put an Omicron on a character that requires him to be solo, and then put him on a team. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well, look at this badass with the R8 Hera with the Omicron. Whew. Shoot. Okay, so I should probably be doing something, right? Get a few more battles in here before I have to go. There we go. I mean, but the thing about that stopper is some of those, you're talking like like it goes all the way down to the green, right? So if you open up some of the like the orange ones instead of the green, like that 10,000 number is based on the green, not on the orange. So like you might actually only have like 1,000 orbs to open up. So if you go and you spend, they used to have a thing, my friend. They got rid of it because it was crashing the game, where you could literally open every single orb at once. It would sit there and run every single orb individually in the background and unlock them all, and then give you this massive pile of shit. But it was just crashing the game every single time. It was just unstable as fuck. But yeah, they haven't figured out how to resolve that problem. They give us so much rewards that involve orbs, and then people don't want to spend an hour opening 1,000 orbs, so they don't have a solution. Whereas the solution to me is like, give us better orbs, not more orbs. But they don't apparently view it that way, which I guess is it's their game. They're allowed to view that stuff any which way they choose. But yeah, I disagree with it. This is a weird team. This is a weird team. Like, these two, fantastic. The fuck are these three doing with him? Well, yeah, they do have the 10x orbs now, which is great, which is helpful, but, when you've got 10,000 orbs to open, and you have to do it 10 at a time, it's not great. It's not ideal. It is not a good time. I could always throw Sith Empire at one of these real quick. I haven't had to fight Tuscans in a long time, so I'm kind of drawing a blank what the best TW counter to Tuscans is. Okay, let's. Yeah, we'll knock this battle out, and then yeah, we'll knock this one out, and then we'll. I don't think we're gonna need a cron like that for this, but yeah, let's get this. No, I almost screwed up right there, didn't I? Yeah, I thought that was stats. Well, you know what? I'm not using either of these crons for anybody, so we might as well. You upgraded road further. It still didn't fix the problem. I've never gone through the process or the trouble of submitting a bug report to Scopely or whatever they're called. So I don't know what their process looks like, and I'm sure they're probably aware. And I'm gonna say those words, Oh, I'm sure somebody else has already seen it, but add your, it might not hurt to send in a thing. Maybe they'll give you some shit to compensate you. I think it's in the settings. If it's anywhere in the game, it's in the settings. If not, if you have access to the web store, you could probably find a place to do it from the web store. Yeah, I'm having a good time with Spider Society. I didn't think I was gonna like that team as much as I did, but I've been using them a lot. And Alpha Flight appears to be overpowered as fuck. But you saw the update that they did the other night, and all like it looks like we're getting Odin. It looks like we're getting a new version of Thanos. It's the one great thing about that game is they've got the entire Marvel universe at their fingers. It's just very, very exciting. But I'm glad you showed up, Sopper. I've been jonesing to talk to you about Strike Force. Oh, I didn't hear Ultimus rework. I really freaking wish they would do a PC client for Marvel Strike Force. A Gear 19 Ultimus? What a Chad. I unlocked Ultimus. I haven't done shit with him. I had better things to use my gear on. Passion project? Fair enough. I mean, I respect it. I respect the hell out of it. You know what, dude? That team, I don't. That team has been in the game and complete since I started playing that game. It was in there before, complete, ready to roll when I started playing that game. That team is not easy to take out, even today, unless you just if you straight up overkill it. Yeah, that's one thing. But you have to throw a serious team at that team. There's no bullshitting with that team. Ashley, I will. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow probably be a little bit more of a slower day, just because it's in between GAC rounds and TW and all that. But we'll definitely do Conquest and we'll definitely do the new account. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that team has more or less been complete since I started playing the game, or at least to where I started getting to the point where running into Infinity Watch was common. It's not. That is not a joke of a team. Still not a joke of a team. If you don't take them seriously, they're gonna slap you around. They're just gonna take you out. I mean, every team is garbage if they don't have, enough materials, stars, whatever you want to call them, put into them. But I still see them in Cosmic Crucible on defense. And if I don't take them seriously, there's definitely a chance he could lose. I mean, if he expects them to get a hold against every team, I mean, that's going to depend on what the other side's throwing up against it, Like, that's this game. This game that game doesn't have the datacrons. That game doesn't have all the omicrons and all the other shit. It's if it's not being used for its design purpose, it's not going to be the team. It's not going to be a team to its fullest potential. This is just the way Marvel Strike Force works, and the way they do power creep in that game is there's no power creep; it's power leap. So they're what are they classified as? Are they a Crucible defense team? Is that what their classification in the game was? Is there a Crucible defense team or whatever? So if you don't, you put them on Crucible defense, that's great. But if someone hits it with the superior Crucible offense team, it's fucked. But you just can't throw anything at it. You have to pick a decent team. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at their kit in forever. I just haven't because that's the thing is their kits are confused. Alpha Flight, they're like war offense and raid or something like that, or war defense and raid. So now they're even like separating war defense and war offense, and it used to just be war. It used to be if you're on war, this team will get this and blah 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 blah. And now they're starting to split it out to where you've got war defense teams and war offense teams. It's very involved, and again, without the datacrons, the omicrons, all the other cron stuff, it's going to be one of those things. Okay, let's see here. I want to make sure all my stuff. See, resave roster. Well, hold on a second. Hang on. I want to make sure. There's some characters that just aren't. You know what? Let's. If shit goes really bad, I might need Marin. So let's make sure she's. Wait, hold on a second. What is it? Cancel. What did she need? Confirm. She needs a health rectangle of some kind. I can't remember why I stole that from her. It's probably not for a good reason, though. There we go. Just a random 10 health. I've been meaning to gear up Marin forever, and there's just always another project. There's just always something else to do. Somebody else needs to gear more because they're more relevant. But and now I'm Dooku. You need speed, offense, speed. Spider-Man Noir. I mean, now he might be. A while ago, it was before Hive Mind. It was the symbiotes were kind of that area. So you would bring up Black Suit Spider-Man and not Spider-Man Noir for those city nodes. Spider-Man Noir is like a generation or two. Oh, I don't know. I just now, when Spider Society became a thing, brought up. Oh, well then there must be a reason for it. I mean, he feeds a lot of bonus turn and stuff like that. So, and he gets to go first. So, if people are bringing him up now, there must be for it. Why did that just randomly, like the arm that holds my microphone stand just randomly fell off? So now I'm holding my mic like I'm some fucking crooner in Reno. Reno's a city in Nevada. It's like the poor man's Las Vegas. Actually, it's not bad. It's not a bad city. I enjoy Reno quite a bit, but it's also been described as Mormon Las Vegas because it's kind of in the middle of like Idaho Mormon country. So like they'll go there to eat the buffets and watch the shows, but not gamble. Never gamble. But okay, what do I want for him? I guess I don't have an unassigned mod that can go. There we go. Canderous. I don't even remember the last time I used Canderous. It's been a while since I've taken Maul on offense. Gambit just wrecked your entire team. With his counterattacks or with his ultimate? Because either or is absolutely deadly. Counterattacks, yeah. And then he's also like he's debuffing you, he's putting health immunity or healing immunity on you. Yeah, he's nasty. He is, but rightfully so. Like Marvel lore, he's an insanely powerful character. And they definitely are honoring that. But yeah, he can be a nightmare. He can be an absolute nightmare. Alright, Saw, I am probably not using you because it's 3v3. You don't have a Datacron anymore. You don't have Luthien yet, so I'm not sure I care about you, but you never know. There might need to be a Hail Mary, and it might turn out that Saw is the linchpin to that Hail Mary. L3, again, probably never... I've used L3 manually 5 times. Maybe in the history of me playing this game. I don't even know if that's good for them. I don't even care. It's just a mod to get them more health. Oh, healing immunity on Peter B. First counterattack. Yeah, that's rough. That is not ideal. Okay. We'll see if I can't get my mic stand put back together. Now, I'm probably going to have to, take both hands, and it's kind of clouding up outside, so it's getting dark in here. Everything's just going south, people. Everything's just going south. I don't know. I don't know how, I don't even know if they rework his kit, because let me tell you, history says no, But I haven't looked to see what if he got any call-outs in his kit with Illuminati, and I don't know anybody that's got the Illuminati unlocked. So I have no way to know that. They but they allegedly buff a lot of characters, but whether they did it enough is a whole different story. I don't know. I'm going to guess that he probably is, because they're going the Illuminati route from like the Doctor Strange movie, and when they tend to go that route, they tend to make the characters powerful. But I can also point to like Infinity War Thor. In theory and on paper, should be an awesome character, but he's not. He is too slow. If he survives long enough to take a turn, he can do some work. But he has to survive long enough to take a turn. And when he takes the turn, he hits. And there's a chance he could be counterattacking the whole time, to do damage to the enemy protector or whatever. But Quicksilver is awesome. He's kind of power creeped a little bit by now, but he's still very good. That's just a mod for Cody because he's got a ship. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about that Jawa at all. And I never use these two. If my GAC hinges on these two or these two, I'm fucked. So Silver Surfer is getting buffed. I guess all this stuff goes in the forums, and I should probably read the forums or their newsletter or whatever it's called from time to time, because I've never read it. I've never looked at it. I've never done any of that shit. But yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm going to Black Bolt as Illuminati callouts. I'm gonna have to take a peek at that. I need both my hands to fix this mic situation, and I am unfortunately out of time for the day, folks. I need to get moving in the real world. But there's been a bunch of you that have been here with me pretty much the entire time today, and that's amazing. I've enjoyed having all the new folks that have come in. We picked up 2 new followers, Hippo and Orgasmic Pushups, maybe the greatest name of all time, by the way. Time will tell on that one. And the Black Bolt buff ruined the villain's nodes on the Morgan event. Okay, I'm gonna have to dive into that on my own. Unfortunately, Sopper, I'm gonna have to see exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, that doesn't shock me that they buffed something and broke something. I mean, is there a mobile game on this world where that happens, where they can make stuff better without breaking something on accident? I haven't found one yet, and if you ever do, you let me know. But thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It's just been a blast today. I've had a great time in the chat. Great time talking to you guys. Great time hearing from you guys. We will be back tomorrow for the new player experience and a little more Conquest. And then I'll need to figure out when the best time to do my GAC is, because I thought early in the morning on like the day after it launches was the best, but I think I might need to figure out a different time. But I'll get into that a little bit more. I'll decide tomorrow when I'm going to do it. I might stick with the morning stream, and then if it turns out later in the day would be better for more of you guys, I'll switch it to a later time going forward. But we'll just play that by ear. But until tomorrow, folks, take care. Have fun. Have a good day. Supper, I need to probably figure out a way to add you in Marvel Strike Force so we can like keep up with each other, like also not only here but also through Marvel Strike Force. But unfortunately, I really need to run, so that'll wait till tomorrow. The next time you hop in, we'll figure out how to connect and how to find each other. Unless you want to try to look me up by guild or something like that. Shorzy is my name in Marvel Strike Force, and I'm in a guild called the Grease Goblins. So if you can find me and send me like you added me already? Okay, dude, never mind me. I'm old. Cut me some slack. I'm old. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you had fun, because I sure as heck did. And until tomorrow, guys, take care.